Kyle was still level 3. So again, Falcons AP Bread, they gotta move with the times. They gotta keep up tempo against TLPH like they did in game number 1.
I mean, hey, Team Liquid here, minute 2, already 1,000 goal lead. That's a huge goal gap already. And yeah, it seems like they are still going for the aggressive plays here. But FCAP, you know what? They want to neutralize the situation. They still want to contest this turtle.
Well, speaking of which, turtles already spawned. JP hits level 4 while Ogwin is currently at level 3. Kyle doesn't mind delaying this, but the same can be said about Carl Teasy, who's just power farming the rest of his jungle before he gets involved.
Well, we can see the setup as well here. Both teams not in a rush for this turtle take here. Kyle and Flap, they rotate your top side. Sanford.
Oh, Spear of Alpha does connect, forcing Sanford to actually flicker away. He still has the way of the dragon. He can still make a play. He just might not participate in
What the hell is this? Okay. I guess it is working.
Priority 4 now. JP getting involved. Gets into the middle of the 3. Jikundo hits 3. Glorious pathways. They both get sucked in. Spear of Alpha is looking to tune, but it's going to be Kyle who finds.
This is going crazy, man. But my PC though, it cannot handle the stream, man.
He's looking to get away. Few trying to zone the rest. 2 are low. Sanji flickers.
Freaking PC is just.
Despite everything that revitalized, could not keep his boys alive.
Yeah, very good execution there by Falcons AP Bren and
This PC is always letting me down.
slightly for still Team Liquid, but they got the neutral objective. And now Carl Teasy, I think his oil will go down a bit, right? Carl Teasy now.
I mean, look at this, guys. Carl Tizzy got his hands on Ling.
Bottom side is Benny QT and Super Marco. Ogwen is in that fray as well. Will they?
That's more than likely that Liquid Page will take this one.
They know that it was going to.
And we get to see a Vexana pick as well.
The information found by Carl when he went for the early invade.
I kind of like this draft count coming out of both teams, though. Not gonna lie. Stanford, he's just spamming Cho from EXPN at this moment. He's 2-1-1. Like he basically has all the kills. I mean, he has 100% KP.
Warx here on this Terizla, so he wants that damage as well. Already locked in. Let's see though. Penalty zone with the combination. Will it be enough to wreak havoc in the formations of Team Liquid?
Now there is a slight EXP lead for Flap TZ, which is about 1 minion, maybe 1.5 minions based on the EXP bars from both of them. But I want to see the movements coming in from TLP.
Overall, I'm pretty glad to see these Gideon and who is casting? It's Gideon and
properly set up for the next turtle here. They do not want to waste resources, spells, especially ults as well, big ults. So let's see, Team Liquid. What?
I cannot remember his name. The other caster that is talking right now.
The turtle side of the map.
Interesting. So Sanford gives up the wave over to Carl TZ on the top side because he knows he rotates even faster despite being playing Cho. At this point of time, FCAP, they hold priority over this. Can they find the steal as Kyle's trying to blitz it down? He's going to get locked and quickly hit by the third hit of Jikundo. No way of the Dragons, they get pulled in by the I'm Offend. A glorious pathway as well as Sanford finally gets his kick off of Flap. He tries to flicker, penalty zone flicker as well, and they do get him. Sanji is out of there, even with the Eternal Guard being called. Super Marco,
Literally 1 HP running off.
Exploiting the fact that Carl Teasy was top lane and wasn't in the fight, right? They saw that, yay, there's no link, let's just ram at Team Liquid's formation, and there you go. They got the newts, they got the fight as well, and now this gold lead that Team Liquid has earlier on.
Zask, man. Bro, that was funny.
The river crab. Falcons AP Bread sticking very tightly together to make sure that this is going to be a clean early game, and they're going even as they are.
That was funny to see. We are seeing a 1v1 Tesla versus Carl there on the top. Tesla was playing. So they put that Hylos on JP.
Yeah, too much control there. Even he spent his ults to no avail. He still falls.
I wonder what is JP building. Is it Thunderbird? It's 6 minutes already. JP should have one full item by now, I think.
Now he can dive.
If he's not feeding,
Take on
if he's not feeding hard, which he's not. Like these games,
Let's find out because
these games rarely go to like over 15 kills aside.
as a lot of the tempo and a lot of the
Ling already has
Falcons AP Bren is
the
just
berserkers, and then he went for Haskell. Okay,
TLPH. This is off of like a single team fight despite TLPH finding three.
I see. Can we? Okay, they're showing the builds right over there, man.
recovery from
Hylos went for radiant armor first item. Okay.
spawning. Falcons AP Ren, definitely they want.
Okay, so they want this Hylos to like literally take the aggro of Zask's Dominator's descent
Oh,
when they engage. Like the plan here is to like Hylos goes in whenever Q uses the ult. Hylos is just gonna like basically tank the ult and try to stun anything beside that spawn. Or you can also like stun the spawn, man. You can evade some damage, but that's not ideal. I guess that is the plan. Right now, we can see Ling jumping on the backline, already assassinating one. He's running for his life. I think he's dead. Yeah, Super Marco. Like I said, man. Like the Roger, the Roger pick, it kind of counters Ling.
Again, same like
Whenever I'm playing Ling, I don't really wanna go versus a Roger. Quite honestly, I don't like it. I mean, pure. If somebody's seeing the Roger for me, I can kill that Roger 100%. But
liquid again behind Carl.
if my team is not good enough or I'm in a 1v1 situation, the Roger is gonna kill me more than likely.
Falcons AP Bren continue to hurt the economy at TLPH every single time.
Super Marco, I guess we have seen. Hold on, amazing penalty zone, and they will actually take down Sanji. Sanji is using what, flicker? Yeah, his flicker was on cooldown as well. And Carl once again he dies. He just like look at that. Ling just comes in, ults and dies. He didn't even pick a single sword up.
Trying to keep this tier 1 available.
So I was like, TLPH is gonna take this one, but look at AP Brain, bro. Go.
Finally break mid T1.
AP Brain are going crazy. Sanford should be dead here. Okay, no. Supermarket doesn't go for it.
Stop it.
Lycan Pounds have like 10-second cooldown. It's over 10 seconds.
As Windtalker, Endless Battle, and Malefic Roar, so that's why, right? I mean, you got physical resist. I have the true damage from that Endless Battle.
The
And
Supermarket is going for raw damage.
so yeah, Team Liquid PH
Big damn.
need to think twice when committing on towards fight because Super Marco, man, he
It is not looking good for TLPH over here, man.
Kyle is quite a dangerous force now. His third item is going to be
Harley already died 2 times.
initiate the
They have like 5k gold lead almost.
initiate into the big
They are being pushed out of their own jungle. Okay.
possible and then go invulnerable to try to keep himself alive.
I don't like the Hylos roam pick a lot in high elo.
Falcon AP Bren, and that team
In high elo, Hylos roam pick, I cannot back it up that much. But I guess everything else got banned, so that is why they had to pick it.
So Team Liquid
I can see what they're planning. Glorious pathway down, but they cannot do anything with it though.
Able to should pull away from the I'm offended here.
Like TLPH, they are right now trying to do something, like trying to force some mistakes out.
They don't mind sacrificing a team.
But yeah, FCAP, they are not gonna make any mistakes. Lord are down. I mean, Lord is already up.
Look at it.
Kyle is there blitzing it.
Flap is trying to zone as many people as possible.
Zask's so annoying to play versus.
Middle of all three of them can't seem to get out.
Damn, Super Marco going crazy. Yeah, Roger is just way too farmed up at this point. Look at the gold lead. It's 5.5k. They're gonna take the Lord. It's gonna be like 6k plus.
from the side of Team Liquid. Oh,
Oh, look at the damage! Look at that Roger damage, guys. Like, why the fuck would teams let Roger pay?
Meet Falcons AP Bread 4 for
Roger is so hard to play versus, bro. Like, compared to anything, like, Luo is easier to play versus than Roger.
game 2. Let's see though with this Lord. Can
There's no stopping Roger once Roger starts going.
questionable
Even at like level 1, Roger can get a kill easily.
kept on fighting, and of
I
course,
mean, not in high level, but
Falcons AP Bren has.
I mean, he's just that broken.
Then welcome to have a more.
Whenever I'm playing Roger in gold, if my opponent isn't careful enough, not respecting me, I'm getting a kill level 1.
inhibitors. Let's see the defense though.
Yep, they're gonna have to wait until
I don't wanna force fight a Roger whenever I'm going versus one in gold lane.
Here comes the Lord. Let's see whether or not Falcon's AP Brain want to dive this way. You can see the Glory.
This Lord is not gonna charge, right? I think they're still gonna lose that inhibitor. Yeah, they're gonna lose that inhibitor, and that will be it. FCAP are backing off after that.
They've gotten everything that they've
Carl over there trying to do some shenanigans, but the minion waves are already in.
on the bottom side.
Yeah, he missed the minion waves. He is trying to cut the next minion wave. Carl over there on the link.
Liquid has the resources to just relieve off 2 lanes for that Lord. Take a look at Ling, right? Doing work. He looks for a farm as well, relieving off pressure from that bottom side of the map. Falcons.
Oh, come on.
They might want to fight here. Oh,
Hold on. 1.5x.
Looks good. And then Super Marco forced to use his Purify.
We're gonna catch up.
Dragon is gonna connect against them as they get slowed down.
Kyle is unstoppable now. Carl is coming from the back. He's not gonna be able to do anything. He just gets ulted by the Alpha straight away.
Down despite
This is over. This is over. No hope for TLPH now. Moskov cannot do anything. When your team is just getting F instantly, you have no pill. You cannot do anything with Moskov.
let's see. Mid is weak. Falcons AP Brand, they're gonna force this.
Do they have any hope? I don't think. Benucuti almost dies to Alpha. Alpha is 616 now. 616.
running out of time because
Alpha.
is on a really strong
It is not a killing spree, Alpha. Of course not. It is not that dumb
and he's pulling
to slap killing spree on Alpha.
Yeah, I mean, 7,000
Killing spree, Alpha.
a little bit too much, overwhelming. Let's see Team Liquid. Can they
Even though this Alpha is getting kills, he's not that dumb to pick killing spree on Alpha.
Falcons AP Bren, 13 minutes and very convincing, very strong.
These guys know how to use the emblem system.
So yeah, Carl TC will be the main target.
He gets pulled in by the Imus.
Super Marco now on the wind of nature. Yeah, man, this game is over. This game is over. As if Roger wasn't doing enough damage already. Now he cannot be bursted.
Guard to make it happen.
This game is over.
But still very dangerous. Lord is up and then
Yeah, look at Roger. Full build already. He went for the wind of nature last item.
Bren, they want to blitz.
This is looking disgusting. Now
They're just hovering. They
like Sanji isn't doing enough damage. Sanji is literally running for his life. He can't even approach the frontliners at this point and poke them. He's just literally checking bushes. Hylas has to use the glorious pathway defensively and just run for his life.
vitalize to make sure that he's top.
Ling is trying. Carl is trying hard. He shouldn't be going for the buff. No, he should be focusing on the defense. But I think this is gonna be it. This is a 16-minute game. He will finally get a tier 1.
saw the opportunity. They saw the opportunity and
Nice.
though still
Might even die to Alpha now. He will just back off.
can
Go back to base and try to defend. This is over. This is over. Roger alongside Zaz, alongside the penalty zone. This is over.
Glorious pathway as well as few. Now under attack, forcing the dominators.
Okay. Nice ult by Carl. He's trying hard, man. But this is not gonna happen. Oh, they somehow still defend this one.
Alpha ready to go.
Good. I guess I was underestimating the defensive prowess of Vexana.
And pull the minions.
oh, what
Okay, Vexana has 3 full items now. Vexana isn't that behind, I guess.
not forced. Oh, purple
Very well defended. Very nice defense.
TZ finds it and the top inhibitor.
Like, people don't understand. Like, mostly I play with links. They are just helpies doing bullshit. Carl does way too much, bro. Like, I really love his playstyle. Literally, I don't copy anyone. But this is like literally the way I wanna play Link, man.
Physical damage from Super Marco was pretty nifty.
It's sad that I don't get to use Link that many times. Or any other assassin for that matter.
Play, but not if they don't have the gold to buy it.
That's the thing.
Did I even get to use Hayabusa once this season? No. I think I played a few games of Link and lost all of them.
For Marco, sure you can.
I think 2 games and lost both.
There's that true
Yeah, both were MVP.
that will come into effect. Sanford, maybe
Carl's on Warcry.
Immortal here, maybe looking for that extra life. Let's see though, they need something than just extra life here. They need a mistake from Falcon's AP.
Can TLPH pull off a miracle here?
Item-wise, They're
Can
ready.
they do anything?
Corrosion, DHS, Golden Staff, even the Maleficent.
What is Benicute looking like? What is Benicute is oh, that's a big item. That's a big power spike item for Vexana.
Timing here is what TM Liquid.
Low key, people doesn't understand how good Lightning Truncheon is. People are just underestimating Lightning Truncheon these days.
Targeted time and time again. He's been
Just like they were underestimating the Feather of Heaven on Zaz.
and then Chain sees it together with Sanji to get the big one shot.
It's still the best item for Zaz, by the way, Feather of Heaven.
The same can be said about Super Marco, unless it was just now. This purple buff is so important. Third energy could go on the 4 members as he's trying to go for the wave of the dragon. Ogwin says
Like sometimes the heroes are too good. Just like Roger now.
Falcons 8
It doesn't matter whatever the fuck you're gonna build on him, he's gonna do damage.
minute 1, but
You can go 6 hash claws, he's still gonna be able to do damage, okay?
Very, very hard to see. And Carl,
Just like that,
with him being
Zask.
that he will concede.
Zask is just a broken hero right now. He's gonna do damage no matter whatever the fuck you are gonna build.
He will try to repeat what he did last time, though. Let's see here. Falcons AP Bren will.
And Carl is doing so much though for the team, bro. It is
hoping that he catches somebody,
he can now cut the lane.
spot. Hopefully he spots out Super Marco, but
Oh, he missed one. Doesn't matter. That will be an advantage for the minion for Team Liquid PH.
Well, again, this might be the final push of the game.
Can they defend this one just like they did the last time? Vexana is gonna looking for the Eternal Guard on the enemies. Okay, there comes the Eternal Guard. Nice, glorious pathway, bro. They are gonna defend this one as well. Very nice, very nice. Nobody dies, but that's amazingly played. Very nice defense. Oh, Benny going crazy. Benny, Kyle though gets the ult off on him. Benny still hitting. No, he's dead. Super Marco. Yo, Kyle. JP dies, man. But Roger is still alive and chasing. Yeah, GG. This is game over. No, Ling. What the fuck?
before the rest of FCAP start cracking down on their base. No inhibitors left.
Bro, they will be able to defend this one. No, big penalty zone. Sanj is dead. So is Carl. This is over now. This is over, man. They tried so hard. This is over, bro. Well played, man. Amazing game.
The odds, but in game 2,
Roger just, man, like too good.
what a
If you are like having 20% HP, Roger just swoops in with one hit. You are dead.
that opening
There's no chance versus Roger.
drag this game out. Well done, Falcons AP.
There's no chance versus Roger.
That was brutal for Team Liquid Philippines. I mean, even from the beginning of that game, once again, Falcons AP brand was the cleaner team. There were a lot of moments where
Yeah, really nice. So really well played by FCAP.
in terms of EXP, but they wanted
What went wrong there? Everybody played
together. So there
nicely.
have been a lot of decision making and a lot of trades that
I guess FCAP just had the better draft coming in with Terizla. If they had the Terizla instead of the Cho, Terizla did so much. Meanwhile, Cho wasn't able to do shit.
are still 2 games away from 1 game away from
Yeah, that was it.
So we can wait for these teams to adjust to one another, but let's center back to the drafts, right? Did we think that was a clean draft by TLPH?
TLPH's draft, it wasn't bad, but I don't really like the Cho.
FCAP is starting to expose a couple of weak.
I don't really like the Cho. What the fuck are you doing with Cho versus Terizla?
They commit. I think it's like
Even if they had like Xboard, I missed the draft trying to restart my PC and all.
You could see that it was
I have to go back and look at the draft before I can say anything.
Yeah.
Xboard would have been better.
I think what they need to fix in game 3, I think they need
Like Cho wasn't doing anything, quite honestly.
first phase, because if not, the same approach can be done by the side of
Terizla does so much for the team. Terizla does so much for the team.
were banned out from TLPH side.
It's fucking criminal. At the fucking garbage server that I play, nobody like Terizla is always free, never banned, nobody picks him.
Into a
It's criminal.
a Roger again.
Can you see the bans? No.
That, right? That flex in the Roger.
0-2, not looking good for TLPH. Can they pull something out of their ass?
it did him really
Can they step up one more time?
that TLPH may have doubled down a little too hard in a couple of their second.
Card was still farming though, pretty good.
Put JP in an awkward spot because again,
13K.
I mean, Sanford has come to find a good.
How much gold does Alpha have? Alpha has 13K also. Like it's really amazing. Look, if you guys see the gold difference of Carl to Kyle TZ, it doesn't make any sense. How the fuck this guy farmed that much? From where did he farm that much? Super Marco, they're going crazy.
The Dominator's Descent coming in from few many times, especially when you're up against a mage with.
And this guy, this Ogwen, he always gets under the radar. Nobody ever talks about Ogwen. Meanwhile, he's just always there making plays.
Especially towards that mid and later stage.
He's that sneaky, you know. He is not the Yums type. Even with his Kufra, he is not the Yums. Yums always be like making you literally come for him. And yeah, this guy not it. This guy isn't it. Ogwen doesn't do those kind of flashy gameplays, but he does press his buttons when it matters, I guess, around the team.
Of course, he has that highest.
You will never go crazy. Oh, look at that amazing quote unquote play from Ogwen. But
Right? Whether or not that letting this Roger
whenever Yums is playing, like most of the time it's a Yums, so he's the carry of the team basically.
The Ruby.
Yeah, my guys, my guys, bro, I cannot speak. RSG, sorry, it is YRG now. They got third place. They were knocked out, sadly. They're really fun to watch.
Reliant on their ultimate.
If it was like YRG versus any of this team, it would have been way more entertaining to watch.
Same output as Alpha, for example. But yeah, Super Marco here again displaying a perfect.
Cannot fucking speak, man.
76%. On the other side, Benny struggled to give the same impact.
He tried though, right? At the end, he really tried. But when he's grouped up against every single member of Falcons AP Brand, there's only so much a Roger can do in an instance. And we're gonna take a look at the highlights now for that game.
As we look at the highlights, you can definitely see that, like in the early game, that quick double kill.
So Superma got the MVP, right? Yeah, I think so.
As well as goal, but the way that Falcons AP Brand actually recover from these types of situations is by pushing and pulling, right? They sometimes make unconventional moves. Like
This thing hurts still.
sending their EXP later down towards Turtle side. They stick him around, like hold just for a little bit. We know for a fact that Carl TZ
It's 5 p.m. already.
before he gets involved. So let's
More than half of my Sunday is gone.
in comparison to TLPH, where they need to invest everything into Carl.
Super Marco, did he die there? No. Okay, no, he did die there once.
Steps ahead in cutting rotations, reading out rotations as well. And you can see
They are playing on what? They are playing on Samsung.
Carl. And yeah, it shows, right? I mean, Team Liquid, they look every angle possible.
Those are Samsungs, right?
So tight from the side of Falcons AP Brand.
Hey, they've been leading for so long in this tournament, right? And it's always worked, right? That strategy of them trying to put Carl TZ up front and center to be the main anchor and the main.
Yeah, this was the big moment. This was the big fucking moment. If they killed Super Marco there, they had a chance of coming back. They had a chance of creating map pressure and everything, but yeah, they couldn't kill him.
The choice of emblem that he had, right? He went in for Warcry, which signals the fact that he wanted to go aggressive. He wanted that additional physical attack in the early game.
It's not physical attack. It is percentage, more percentage damage. It's not physical attack.
Finally opt for a different
A
strategy
mage can use that as well and do more damage.
on Carl TZ as that main pivot of the team.
It's tough to say because they found so much success.
But it is who is the other guy? It is Renmar. Sorry, it is Gideon, and I cannot remember this guy's name. This is
If they're going to try and
Goni?
the initial aggression, it has to be expand your tool set, right? We need more tools.
Where's my girl? Florin.
We've got the early game down.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna
Kokichi Purple Soda fanboy. Hello, welcome to the stream, man.
this
Where's my girl? Florin? Florin just doesn't see the doesn't see the light. Doesn't. Right, I cannot speak today, man. Florin just isn't meta and doesn't get much of playtime. None of these teams they aren't playing Florin at all. I mean, I personally I love Florin. I these days I'm not playing Florin. My Florin I guess still have 70% win rate or something in game, but
Hey guys, it's Rose, and I am still with
it's underrated to be. I quite honestly I'm not gonna lie. I kinda agree with you.
comfy seats. Okay.
But in this kind of team comp or in this kind of matches, Florin doesn't see the light of any of these matches because you cannot use a squishy roamer nowadays. Like now these assassins are going crazy all over the places. You cannot use a squishy frontline or a squishy roamer.
Same reasoning too.
Better than Estes in some ways. Better than Estes in many ways.
Okay.
Better than Estes in many ways actually. Estes just has way more healing. But the thing with Estes is it's way too obvious. It's way too obvious how a team that is drafting Estes they are gonna play. It's way too obvious. You can counter that pretty easily with heroes like Minotaur and Teris out there. But when it comes to Florin,
Liquid needs to start giving
you cannot predict them. Like Florin can kite you. Estes doesn't have a stun. Florin has a stun.
good. Wearing
She can kite you. You don't have to be like grouping around Florin. Estes just makes the gameplay way too obvious. He can clutch in global health and damaging enemies. He can stun. Yeah, exactly. Either way, in team fight.
point for Sanford too.
Personally, I honestly agree that Florin is underrated. But I can also understand why she doesn't get played in these big tournaments.
Why? Why decap?
Because Baloy likes to eat.
But I like to it. I don't think anybody. Nah, man. They're like assassins are just way too broken. So Florin is not gonna get a chance to be played.
Because
Even in this meta, we are still seeing bans towards tanks or roams. But nobody even giving a shit about Angela now. Now imagine that. Angela is always free. Nobody's banning it. Last patch, Angela used to be banned always.
really? Yeah. But do you think
I was agility on her. I was agility on every hero almost.
so? If like example, there's an international
Yeah, I use agility on her as well. Personally, she's better in some situations since she can sustain herself with armor build. I mean, of course, you have to go with defensive build. If you are playing anything like Angela, Florin, even Estes, man, after the flask, you should be going in for some defense. Then you can like go in for fleeting time towards the end of your build or towards the like mid game. You have to prioritize some defense before you make the second magical item or damaging item or whatever I should call it. I guess it's a utility item, the fleeting time. It used to be a magic item, now it gives adaptive power, some HP if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm mistaken. Winter Crown gives HP, 400 HP or something like that. What does the fleeting time give? It gives like adaptive attack, CDR, and then the passive, right?
And adjusting our playstyle towards our enemies. I think our changes this year is that
Flask, Oracle. I mean, Oracle gives you CDR alongside some physical defense, I guess, and 800 HP. That's what Oracle gives, I think.
we appreciate the fans going to the venue.
Holy crystal. Nice queen.
That time, and I hope they will continue.
Genius one. That's full magic defense, man. Sorry, that's full magic damage though.
In Jakarta. I would like to
With that build, Florin is gonna heal a lot. Like she's gonna heal like hell. Actually, no. I changed that. With that build, Florin is gonna heal like heaven.
in Jakarta.
But she's also gonna get one shot.
And we all hope that you will continue to support us here.
Demon boots, yeah. She has mana problem. I just use the basic common emblem. If I'm using Florin, I'm using basic common emblem, Florin, Angela, any of these heroes. Rafaela, even with the basic common emblem, runs out of mana.
Question here because after MSC and even now in the Snapdragon Pro Series, honestly, it looks like the regions have been shaken up because usually we see Philippines and Indo all the time.
Nah, that's just too much, man. Going mage Florin, no. I mean, I can understand she's gonna do it so much healing, but mage Florin.
Rising and Filipino teams and Indo is like a bit, you know.
Nah, I couldn't say this.
You couldn't say this.
I couldn't say it, but we are good at education, I guess. I'm in Malaysian, so yeah.
Personally, for me, like the thing that I saw is that
Bro, how many hours of break? I mean, how many minutes of break are they gonna take?
seem to impact a lot more regions like Cambodia, Singapore, Malaysia.
I'm an expert,
Because of the patch.
but mage build on Florin is kinda OP if she can
Belongs to Indonesia if you will
grind and pull it off.
talk about assassin. Since
Grind? You mean grind? You are not getting to farm on Thorin. It's a roamer. You have to look for vision. You have to look for engage. You have to look. You have to look for something to happen on the map. You have to make something happen on the map. You have to enable your damage dealers. In that regard,
Again, after this,
yeah, I don't think Thorin mage build is good. But surely I can see the benefit of going mage build Thorin. Her healing, I'm pretty sure it scales up damage. Magic power, that is.
We usually don't need to rely on 5-man macro, just 1 or 2 people doing the macro, so I think benefits us quite a lot. Yeah.
hey guys, what's up? My name is Afel. Welcome to the roundtable. Alongside with me is Udin from Homeboys, as well as Diablo from NID Flash. Now we gotta talk about
Bro, how long are these EFers gonna yap for? Please go back to the game.
Even at the end of the day, it wasn't sure that are you guys going to the playoffs or not because your points are tied, right? So, Uday, how does it feel like going into the
So
Snapdragon?
this tournament didn't get sponsored by Secret Labs.
feeling grateful.
Grateful.
I would like to say thank you to NID Flash since they're doing really good work against GeekFab.
Yeah,
That helped us a lot, bro.
yeah. Are you happy that RG Philippines is not here?
Can come clutch every time, but my teammates are worse than enemies themselves. Welcome to the game we call MLBB, bro. Welcome to my life.
Against, if I'm not mistaken, Falcons AP Brand, right? Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. So, how do you feel going into this one as the
There are many times it happens like this. I'm playing something, and I feel like, okay, I'm not playing good enough. I'm constantly like thinking that to myself that I'm not doing enough. I'm not playing good enough. At the end of the game, I'm still like losing team's MVP, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I was thinking I wasn't doing enough. Look at my team eating chocolate.
Even if I play, I think we will still qualify.
Yeah.
But pro players are way different than any casual rank game. So
Why are you the sub for this one?
yeah, I don't get to enjoy the game that much, sadly.
Last season, but because I joined, he has to be a sub, so
Especially MMN. Tell me about it. Well, like
Both of you guys have traveled.
my fucking mid laners, they always bring flame shot, Changi flame shot. I would like literally beg them. There's an enemy Roger. Please don't bring flame shot. Like go for the flicker, anything. Like Changi, why with flame shot? My mages always select flame shot for some reason. So annoying. It's so useless. The mages with flame shot, they're literally sitting ducks.
Since you just went.
Of course they're feeding. I never get help from them. I get invaded in my jungle for free. My mage would be still like going side lane for some reason at minute 2. Never helping turtle.
Any particular regions that you really enjoy?
And my marksman. Sometimes I actually do get good marksmen. They play decently.
But yeah, I mean,
But if somebody is a feeder, it doesn't matter whatever the role they are playing, they are gonna feed anyways.
Minority here, I actually prefer
I guess most of the time it's the EX villain that doesn't play good
to an M3. Very clean space. Couldn't bring bubblegum, but you know.
because they are going Cho damage, they are going Zilong,
Any regions.
they are going some bullshit like that with Martis in the EXP, going full damage on Martis.
So when you came to the region, thinking it's like, oh, it's probably
What
the rankings, but
are the other EXP winners that we get?
no.
A Dirot EXP.
You know,
Yeah,
going like for example, for me,
it happens.
many people thought, oh, going to Cambodia maybe it's not that difficult, but then when we went there, a lot of assassin users made it very, very difficult. So is there any situation like that for you guys?
So I guess you are a Florin user, and oh, I think I still have the Florin thumbnail on. I didn't change the thumbnail. Yeah, I didn't get to change the thumbnail. I was hurrying to start the stream, and also I didn't get to change the thumbnail. I'm usually a meat shield. By my choice, every time an MM gets
I mean,
LOQ, MM gets low.
you know, it took
You cannot be a meat shield though if you play Florin mage build.
So yung last experience po namin nung SPS, nung last sa Jakarta is parang nakita po namin talaga na parang kaya po talaga namin manalo pero parang kinapos po kami ng konti.
I mean, of course, man. I played Grok a few days ago, and
Para sa papa.
yeah, I do not play Rome. They forced me to play Rome. I picked Grok versus a Johnson,
Yun parang yung
and yeah, man, I was like literally constantly dying. I was still opening vision. I was doing stunts and stuff. But I had a Changi flame shot that game too.
minsan pag mga crucial. And ngayon
Like I spam my skills and they're still dying.
like si Benecute and si Carl Davis. So yung impact na parang mabibigay nila sa amin is parang wala
It happens. It happens.
na kailangan buuin.
You cannot help.
Parang andito na agad and maglalaro na lang talaga. Siguro yung makikita
What is the best hero alongside Florin? Is it Fanny
mas naging
or is it Moskov? Which one is it?
parang tinitake ko talaga sila as parang motivation kasi knowing na sila yung mga coaches.
Have you heard of Skypiercer on Edora?
Yun yung pinaka nakita ko sa sarili ko na
I have experienced Skypiercer with Edora. I mean, personally, I wouldn't play Skypiercer Edora, but
madadala ko
yeah, I have seen that shit.
reminders lang din pa sa kampi ko na parang huwag madali.
I'm not really a big fan of Skypiercer for a reason. That item it doesn't do much.
And ayun, kahit parang
That's an waste of an item slot.
wala pa rin namin mag-isip ng paraan para manalo. Hanggang di lumalabas yung parang defeat or victory sa spin, di tatapos yung pag-pindot dapat. Yung pinaka-memorable po siguro para sa akin is yung mga fans na pumupunta kahit parang knowing na Filipino team kami and sobrang dami.
When are these games gonna start?
Parang yun yung feeling na di mo
They are gonna take a like 30 minutes break over here, man.
talaga yun. Speechless ako pag ganun talaga yung mga ginagawa. Yung gusto ko po siguro may experience mula last year is parang yung suporta naman ng mga Malaysian fans kasi last
Will this be a clean sweep for the final?
suportahan din kami ng mga Malaysian.
I don't like it how these games are going. TLPH has to pull something off.
Na SPS and tatry natin bumawi and di panalo to para sa inyo.
I don't think Liquid are gonna go down that easily, man. I'm really impressed with Liquid's performance this particular tournament. I'm really impressed with them.
So, for today's
Coming into this one, I was kinda doubting Carl based on his performance from MSC.
which means
But boy, did he surprise me.
never have I ever questioned, but the friend has to answer for him. For example, I'll
Please, man, what are this yapping? I could have played a game of Magic Chess
easy. He
if I knew this shit would be this long.
wants to be first. Okay. Never have I ever bought the wrong item in game, but refuses to sell it.
No.
No? You think Carl is good?
Yeah. Bumili na item pero
Ayaw ibenta.
Binenta.
He said, Carl buys the item, but sells it if it's wrong.
Hindi. Nangyari na ba yun? Siyempre.
Oh.
Meron po ano,
Oh, there is an incident. Okay.
Ano?
bleed armor po, that na doble ko.
Maybe you don't know. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you don't know. Steal a teammate's buff.
Speaking of stealing teammates' buff, that literally happened to that happened to Carl yesterday. JP stole his blue.
Okay.
Hayabusa is getting banned, right?
Not that different from pro players after all. Does it happen in Scream?
In tournament one time.
Tournament.
Win.
And we lost the game.
Oh!
But that's a
Yeah, Hayabusa is getting banned a lot today. They aren't letting Hayabusa open.
Use a hero for a role it's not intended.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess Hayabusa is scarier than Ling.
yes.
Ling can do more map pressure, but Hayabusa is scarier than Ling in an engage.
Estes.
He does. He really does. Sanji, has Carl ever played an entire game in the toilet?
in scrims.
Screams in the toilet?
Yeah.
What kind of screams do they do?
Ano po kasi, yung CR medyo malapit lang po sa ano eh. Parang nagkakarinigan po. Hindi na talaga kaya.
Ano na talaga?
Oh my god.
Emergency po.
Emergency. So, that's it for Never Has My Friend Ever. I think what
Sanji looks like a kid though, man. Okay, no.
Thank you so much.
From this angle, he literally looks like a kid.
Hey guys, it's Rose. And
1 second, it's Rose.
10 Sui.
Rose is everywhere.
Snapdragon Pro Series MLBB Challenge Finals. I've
Layla cosplay, huh?
the fans here on site today, and here's what they think about our event. Hi guys, right now I'm so with the fans. So hi, apa nama awak?
Nama saya Amirul.
Amirul. Okay, Amirul. Apa yang you suka sangat pasal SPS dekat Malaysia ni?
Pasal SPS kat Malaysia. Satu sebab dia punya venue dia baik. Satu lagi pilihan tempat dia pun dia punya venue dia cantik. Dia punya pilihan warna semua lawa bagi saya. Yang saya jual seminggu ni semua momen-momen yang dapat SRG lah. Contoh Maniac kan. Baru dapat semalam Skis dapat Maniac gitu. Itu memang momen paling mantap lah bagi saya.
So event hari ni sangat meriah lah dan happening. So congrats lah untuk organizer yang organize event ni.
Look at them.
Event ni semua.
Look at them enjoying and everything.
So I hope SPS akan ada lebih banyak buat dekat Malaysia.
Dengan venue yang lagi besar, terbuka supaya ramai lagi dapat datang.
Meanwhile, what do we get in India? ML gets banned.
So kita nampak crowd.
ML gets banned. Taxes get raised. Our pockets are getting empty.
Tiga-tiga boleh tengok.
Parliament is leaking from the roof.
Event macam ni dekat Malaysia. Kalau best dekat mall yang lagi besar maybe contoh. So kita dapat lagi lah.
People are celebrating the opening of a Ram Mandir. Like it is gonna feed them or something. Like it is gonna do anything to the country at all. Welcome to India, brother. Welcome to India. Such a disappointing state this country is on. Man, why did YRG had to get knocked out? I would have loved to see YRG versus TLPH for another time. YRG are way more entertaining to watch than this. The game will be back. I'll just grab some water. BRB, guys. Okay. You're here. Damn. Hmm. We are back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back for the grand finals today here at the Snapdragon Pro Series. We are live now from Quill City Mall, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and you can see
And it is raining.
weather is getting wet, I guess, right? It's raining outside and it's just resembling all the Malaysian fans out there. That would have expected the Udo Red Giants to claw their way from
What the hell, Eterna?
grand finals.
Why do you have to do them like that?
We will be
Huh?
seeing. But fortunately for all the PH fans out there, right? PH Grand Finals. Right now, Falcons AP Bren are leading with a 2-0. So they are one game away from getting that match point.
Not just match point, right? It's championship points here for the side of Falcons AP Bren. And yeah,
Do I have anything?
game 2 was execution problems, right? More execution problems.
Would I even blame them? Because I think that the strategies that FCAP have been coming into these past couple of games have been great. Game number 1, just trade proactively in the...
Yeah, FCAP has been like strategizing really amazingly.
No more cavalry charge for you.
No, Carl Teasy, no.
Stop it.
Stop.
No.
Bad. Worse.
Verboten.
Yeah?
Tidak boleh.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. But yes, that's exactly what Falcons AP Bren have been telling TLPH. You can't utilize your GOAT no longer. Think of something new. Think of something outside of the box. And they have been handling it all the way from that drafting phase. So coming into the third game in this best of 7, we should be expecting changes from maybe TLPH this time around.
They need more improvements if you compare it to FCAPs, right? FCAP, they can maintain, but I think they can somehow sip in a little here. JP, again, I think vocal point, first phase, they need to...
Would I have? I could have easily played a game of Magic Chess, man.
I mean, if we want to go in more in depth into why exactly TLPH have not been finding success, game number 2, it was purely a drafting problem, right? And it came in the second phase. I think that the first phase is all right because you don't really get to tell much off of the overall strategies until that Grok ban on the side of TLPH. Then it was basically over for them, right? They've overcommitted on the overall types of bans that they can actually give over towards JP. And worse yet, I think right now it's really important to have that flex, that the EXP and as well as support flex. This Cho seems a little too obvious. Maybe they might switch over to an Arlet.
Yeah, it's really putting TLPH to the test, right? They're testing the limitations right now. And this makes a championship, what do you call it? Characteristic, right? When you're being put to the ultimate test, can you adapt? Can you improvise on the go? Because between games, there's not a lot of time for these teams to go back to the drawing board and think of a completely new plan.
It's going to be very tough because FCAP is relentless as well from game 1, game 2. So let's see here what will happen in the drafting phase for our third game.
It looks like Falcons AP Bren are going to be on blue side this time.
This time, Team Liquid is gonna ban Link themselves.
Sorry, the Monster Energy has been kicking in.
It's okay, it's good.
I think we are gonna see a Fanny this game more than likely. Let's see.
Why they're considered the best in the world, because again, they are relentless. Now,
As I was saying, the tanky roam is still prioritized a lot over any of the support roams. The support roams are only good with tanky junglers.
and as well as the Kaja.
Support room doesn't work with support room doesn't work with assassins that good. Not in high level though. I mean, it can work like charm in low levels, but in high level gameplay, it's not gonna work.
Asking the big question for Liquid. You need to secure a hero for JP.
And once again, they leaked Roger out, and they went Zask. Okay, Julian, and Terizla, nicely. That's a really nice pickup. Terizla's pretty good.
Falcons AP Bren, they are going to be picking up the Terizla and the Julian. So the question is, will they be securing a hero for JP in the first place? Because man, it feels like it's personal for Falcons.
Hello, Debu.
Almost. Unless
Hello, Debu. Do we see a Fanny get picked here, or Fanny will get banned in the second phase of banning?
is going to be the main spearhead, right?
Oh, they pick Alpha, so nobody's gonna give a shit about Fanny now. Fanny will be just left open.
Very TLPH favorite, but
oh, Yushin. Yushin, huh?
Very solid heroes picked up. Denying the assassin.
I'm gonna tell you something. Playing Julian versus Yushin is pretty annoying.
Quite stubborn in a way. You ban 3 heroes, ban 2.
Our Lord.
Here's the thing, right?
Our Lord gets banned out.
On earlier on by
Since they already picked Terizla up, now they are gonna eliminate the XP lane options, I guess. What else is open from the EXP? Okay, since they got their like FCAP got their mage, they are gonna like limit the mage options. Shout out though. Yeah, shout out though. Shout out the Sabun pe.
I think that Falcons AP Bren so far better.
Hello, Debu. Welcome, Debu.
Hit the initial fear onto Zushin. The follow-up CC is almost guaranteed for the side of TLPH. I think that TLPH, if they want to get rid of anything, please get rid of the glue.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Glue.
Good shouts. No.
Glue. Gulu. Hold on.
Or let the glue go. And let's test the Faramis theory.
I mean, I'm assuming that
Look at that, bro. Like, Kufra getting banned out all of a sudden.
Okay, alright, never mind, I take it back. Now that the Aurora is banned out, it does mean that Falcons AP Bren want to be able to aggressively take the space. That's why they got rid of the Victor.
Zask isn't open. Zask is banned out.
It does mean that TLPH will
Zask isn't open. Zask is banned. Oh, Novaria. Very nicely done by FCAP. They banned towards mages and they forced a Novaria out, huh? Parsha didn't get a single game played this Snapdragon Pro series though. Parsha was getting picked in MSC, but nobody picked Parsha in this tournament at all.
Oh wait, this might be a big problem. I just thought about it. Falcons AP Bren can go Lolita, and I think it completely negates everything that Team Liquid PH wants to do.
Oh, Matilda!
I guess instead of reflecting the projectiles, they just want to.
Oh my god. And a Thamus.
Accompany the enablers, right? With the
bro, FCAP once again looking like the winners of the draft. It is once again FCAP that are looking like the winners of the draft.
Now it's $1 million question for JP right now. What hero will he be using in that roam position? Let's take a look. Kaja, Carmilla, Tigreal, Edith, Minotaur.
All the roamers got banned out.
Yeah, they might want to pair it in. Maybe that's why they picked up the Novaria, right? To increase that hitbox?
Yeah, those are very good shouts. I think it's important to have anti-CC, but instead they're gonna...
Florin! Bro! Purple Soda, hello man! Florin gets played! What the fuck? What the fuck are the chances? What the fuck are the chances, bro, that Florin gets played? The right legs game after you were talking about Florin gets played. What the fuck?
You will see the Florin and the Matilda in the rope.
What the fuck is this?
Debut pick for Team Liquid, right? If I'm not mistaken, we don't see JP on a lot of support healer kinds of heroes, right? We usually see him on these single pickoffs or even just big hard tanks in the roaming position. But a Florin,
Florin, huh? Let's see. Aye.
get into game number 3.
Florin Hills can change the tide of the game, man, at vital times, but they're not gonna win the early game. FCAP are still gonna win the early game with that draft. You are not gonna get anything done with Novadia. Meanwhile, Zushin is gonna pressure the shit out of you.
Back. It's hard to tell between these two teams. They're equally matched, but it has been in favor of FCAP for quite some time in these past 2 games. As we come into this third one, let's see, because JP...
Like I was playing, there we go already. Jushin with that fucking lanternous bullshit.
That displacement is so annoying, right?
So freaking annoying.
Yeah,
Jushin is so freaking annoying to play versus.
again, seems like Carl TZ in position.
Carl is going for pin. Can he get a kill? They do get a kill actually onto Matilda. That was, I think. Who died? Matilda died, right? Yeah.
Farm timings just to make sure that he can actually secure this kill. And with that kill back, that puts him in the
At least Terisla is winning his lane.
Kyle TZ has just been...
I don't know. Super Marco once again on the Roger though. I mean, Moscow versus Roger, it's an equal lane. It's easily an equal lane in my opinion. Roger can pressure Moscow. Moscow cannot get killed. He has the Spear of Destruction, sorry, Spear of Misery. Yeah, he has that.
Well, 2 minutes here elapsed. Falcons AP Bren and Team Liquid seal.
And that Bloom gets put onto Kyle now. Sorry, Carl now. Okay, Carl is there. Looking for something, but Ogwen is gonna pull him out of there with that guiding wind. And they're gonna immediately start the turtle up. Alpha will not be there in time. This is a free turtle for TLPH. Will they look for anything? No, actually Sanford coming in with the penalty zone. JP is gonna get pulled back. Alpha with the ult, and Alpha is gonna get 2 kills here. Alpha will get Alpha will get another assist. Winning trade actually. Turtle for 2 kills. FCAP gets the better trade. Oh, and they fucking take the orange away.
So that's less.
You see, like this idiot roamer I have named Rizog. That guy always fucking forcing me to take the turtle and bullshit. You see? You see? Like taking the turtle isn't the priority. You can do that.
Even though Kyle TZ still has his retribution.
You can do that afterwards.
And Team Liquid here.
Like getting the turtle isn't always the best option.
Right, they are struggling to find resources.
It gives you more gold to get like kill the enemies and take their farm.
Babysitting Benny QT.
The best way to farm is to not let your enemy farm. Remember that one.
Yeah, and Sanford.
Remember that one, guys. The best way to farm is to not let your enemy farm. Oh, Alpha is on point, man. Kyle.
Just in time, but at the cost of his flicker.
Kyle. Kyle is starting to snowball.
Forced to use the enhanced sword to get out of there.
Yeah, JP used the Bloom as well, right? His ult.
That Julian, that Julian skin looks really amazing. What is it? It's Megumi Julian, right?
Let's see though, will it affect the turtle take in general? Because it seems like the pattern is both teams, they take their time in their turtle take.
Yeah, and I think that Falcon's AP brand has a significant advantage right now. I mean, just look at the battle spells. You can tell that the majority of the battle spells for the side of Falcon's AP brand are available. Here they come. Ooh, SOD, not even close. Kyle blitz it down in time.
Fear of destruction. And now once again, this bullshit is happening. TLPH, they are getting pressured out of their own jungle basically. Yeah. Oh, Flap is gonna die though. Nice one. But Ogwen should survive. He survives. Oh, he will not. Never mind. Sanford coming in with the flicker, securing the kill. Nice one. Can they do something with that? I don't think they can. Pio is gonna clear the minion wave out, and Super Marco, they cannot create pressure on him. Oh, there is no tower though. Okay, no. I am wrong. There is a tower left there.
Now I want more kills.
No team lost a tower yet, but this is already after 5 minutes. Now the teams are gonna look to get a tower down.
As well as Kyle C. Carl,
Yeah, Carl is not doing any damage to FCAP at this point. He doesn't have enough farm. He has to clear the lane alone. He's gonna get pressured. He shouldn't get jumped. He has the enhanced sword. Okay. TLPH was able to pressure bottom lane there towards Super Marco. Super Marco still farming nicely. These games, man, like this is a literal game of chess inside MLBB. Like how you move your pieces and everything, how you play around the jungle, how you play around the map, how you pressure a point. And why do you pressure it? Carl is still like farming nicely. He's not that behind in gold, I don't think so. Okay, Kyle was getting pressured. He's just gonna spear up Alpha away. Flap might die there. Flap is dead. Flap is dead. And in the bottom lane, they try to pressure Benny Cutie, but Benny Cutie is gonna be safe inside the tower. If Flap died, Stanford will die now. So they are trading EXP for EXP.
Oh, the kite, man. Are also JP popped that.
And now the jungle is getting pressured. Super Marcus on the other side. They will not lose that bottom tower, will they?
He has to have. He gets bailed out by JP once again, forcing that.
Odin is coming in clutch already, I guess. Okay, man. Look at FCAP, man. This is like if you make the first move, you lose kind of deal.
What to do and
Liquid PH, they press their buttons first, and now they are getting pushed out of everything.
The mid game. Let's see though, Falcons AP Brand.
But Sanford will be there with his big hammer.
They are now, I think.
Okay, Carl has the Feather of Heaven.
2 items, so technically he needs more time to really be online, but he is.
Another tower will be down in the hands of Super Marco. Guys, just ban out the Roger. Do not give Super Marco on that Roger. He's just way too fucking comfortable. He like at this point he has way too much like practice on that Roger or something. He has been constantly playing the Roger. Make him play a different hero. Like do not let him play the Roger.
Technically.
You guys always see Super Marco win on that Roger. Why are you guys letting him play that Roger?
So Team Liquid, yeah, they have less space here. Let's see what they can do though. Benny QT still just all perfectly fine. It's a Moskov game. He will pop off in the mid.
Why give Super Marco the Roger?
Let's see Falcons AP Brand. How do they counter this? Right?
This is looking like that way, man.
Slowing down their tempo. They realize let's not waste resources because the Lord is up.
Now keep in mind that TLPH, they're waiting to.
Zionaru, welcome to the stream, man. By the way, I mean, this is looking like that way. I quite honestly, I don't want this to be a clean sweep. But I don't know like what the coaches are doing. Giving Super Marco is Roger. Kyle will secure the Lord, and they're getting pressured. JP survives somehow. Carl will die. Yeah, Carl dead. Bro, look at that fucking damage from Roger. Disgusting, man. Why are you guys letting Super Marco play that Roger game after game, every game? Quite honestly, if you guys do not want to play the Roger, just ban out the Roger. I get it if Benny doesn't want to play the Roger, that's alright. But Benny can also play the Roger. I have seen him play the Roger. Quite honestly, in my opinion, though, get the Roger out of the game.
What an opening as well.
Get the Roger out of the game. If you wanna then like pick the Moscow, pick it, but don't let Roger into the hands of the team that is already winning. The team that is already winning, they like already 2-0'd you, and they did it both the games with Roger, and then you let them play Roger again.
Carl just forced to walk away.
Roger is a problem.
Of this Jushin really draws the line in the sand.
And you have no option to shut down the Roger. Then just do not let the Roger open. I think they wasted a ban towards Zaz. And then they let Roger open. Or they banned the Ling out themselves.
With the space that they're getting.
They couldn't win with the Ling. Then they banned the Ling. And they like still let the Roger open.
Almost to a 10k gold lead, but they want to fight.
Yep, they want to take
Another fight is breaking down on the tier 2 of mid lane, and once again it's Stanford. That is okay. They get a kill back on Ogwen.
QT, a nice play. This was the on-hit damage we were talking about.
It's starting to show.
Bro, look at this. Sanji is stealing all the kills. I mean, sorry. It's Sanji. He's not stealing. For a moment I mistaken JP with Sanji. I mistaken Novaria for Florin.
Your formation, your strategy.
I guess Sanji is still playing good. Do we have any hope for TLPH? The gold lead is still 5k, and they're gonna like pressure FCAP, TLPH out of their jungle again. There's nothing that is happening on the map right now. No objective to be fighting. To be fought for. Lord is about to be spawned in another 25 seconds now. JP has to purchase the enchanted talisman.
Wow, 2 kills, no.
Enchanted talisman. I don't know how I feel about that. Over the fucking splitting time, he went for enchanted talisman. That's an L. That's an L. That's an L. Enchanted talisman. Florin ult is like 60 seconds. Cooldown.
Team Liquid seems like they want to contest.
It is surely over 50 seconds. Florin ultimate.
Absorb as much damage as possible, but his items aren't really helping him. He hasn't completed a full second item.
Nah, man. TLPH aren't looking. Oh, look at the damage from Carl though. No, you guys cannot, man. Pew is just pre-hitting them with that tuku lantern. Stupid fucking hero Zushin. And who got the Lord? Sanji actually stole the Lord! Stanford will die though. And they will pull JP back. JP is dead. Here comes Super Marco. They're gonna lose the blue buff. They already lost 3 people. It's Benny, Cutie and Sanji. They have no front line. Kyle TC will easily clear the Lord right then and there. And they're gonna get another tower. This is literally like, if you take the first move, you'll lose. Against us Jushin, what can you do, man? You do not take the first move, you still lose. This will not be the end of the game, but yeah. And this is really disappointing to watch. Why did it have to be TLPH or the fucking Falcons, man? I could have taken any like I could have taken RSG, sorry, not RSG, IRG over any of these teams. One of these teams were fine, man. Why the fuck did it have to be a PH versus PH? Welcome to PH, baby. YRG are way more entertaining to watch.
So let's see here. Gold graph.
These teams, like whenever this is happening, it is always this same fucking shit that happens.
Answer.
TLPH, they are playing on the tempo of Falcons. That's always the case. And YRG, they are never playing on anybody's tempo.
Outlast him, but this Jushin really extends their lead.
Nah, man, yeah, man. Zushin, it's too much.
She's just building stack upon stack upon stack, and then once the displacement comes through, you have
of course they're not gonna get that blue. It's
or waste the battle spell just to get out.
Yeah, is why Zushin is so annoying and easier said than done though. Yeah, you need to target a few. Maybe based on Sanford, I think. You commit onto it to Jushin. Hopefully the follow-up damage is there and maybe then few will go down. But then again, that's also Sanford wasting a flicker if the kill wasn't delivered.
The only way that they, oh man, now the more that I think about it,
it's hard.
It's really difficult, right? Because think of what the chain CC would mean? Sanford would have to hit the penalty zone. Carl would absolutely need to hit the non-enhanced chain. He needs to go for enhanced slice to double up on that damage. And even JP needs to throw out his snare just to ensure...
Yeah, exactly. Gideon always gets it right too, man. Like out of the casters, out of all the casters, I think Gideon gets it really nicely. Like whenever he's explaining something, I agree with Gideon, and the other caster that I was used to agree with a lot, it was Ulf. Leo kind of makes sense sometimes, but I guess he's just a Ben spammer.
You've been seeing Roger and Super Marco and traveling together. It's to provide, just to provide cover and as well as vision as well, right? Falcons.
They're once again they're looking to do this bullshit. They're betting TLPH with the Lord. Oh my God! Stanford pulls some Milo off. Milo Ford. Yeah, they cannot fight Benny. Okay, Benny will be back to full HP. Bruh, this is... Oh, whoa, 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 Carl. Carl will be dead. Carl will be dead, yeah.
Lord is slain. SOD is out. And TLPH decide what...
Wait. Guys. We have hope, guys. Okay, no. They will run off, man. Matilda, so annoying. What was I saying, guys? What the fuck was I telling you guys? Whichever team engages first, they're losing. Whichever the fucking team that engages first, that pushes the agenda first, that is gonna be the team that's losing. What happened here? But Matilda though, man, pulled somebody away with him. I think it was Super Marco. Fuck.
But they still win the fight.
And nothing is gonna come out of this thing though. TLPH, they got the kills down. They didn't lose the game, but they didn't get anything done on the map. All the towers are still standing. Like all the outer towers, they don't have the minion advantage.
No shoes. He has.
And they're gonna get pressured once again in their own jungle, basically.
And as well as the
Master Ogwen always like around the team. You never hear people call out Ogwen's name, but he's always there. You never notice him. He's like the shadow. He's always there, doing stuff alongside you, but you never notice him.
Scale have gotten to either max items or max level. We look at Falcon's AP Brent. He's doing a good job at pulling people out of position, but FlapTZ is running out of time. The same can be said about Kyle, but
I have no idea how could TLPH win this one.
For TLPH, JP has finally skipped.
Even if Sanford goes in for a penalty zone with the frozen item with Latin Frenzy, sorry, Winter's crown. I don't see how they are gonna put the damage out towards Falcon. The only CC they have, it is on that penalty zone. Nothing else. If Carl goes for the enhanced chains, there will be no damage. He has to go for the enhanced sight.
Time his vengeance well.
Tanji isn't doing damage. It's just a skill shot, chipping somebody off. Then you like waiting there, looking pretty for another 10 seconds, at least 7 seconds at this stage of the game. It's 18 minutes, yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing that FlapTZ needs.
There is no consistent damage on the side of Team Liquid PH except for Benny QT. And meanwhile, on this other side, Amos can do damage with basics. Fuse always annoying. Kyle can do damage. And Super Marco is on fucking Roger once again. Man, why the fuck, man? Do you guys let him play that Roger game after game?
But they haven't successfully won a full-blown team fight and wiping out Falcon's AP Brand. The most that they've gotten is a trade up.
Yeah, both teams ready to fight. Taking with the ults and spell checks. Okay. Fnatic, Falcon's AP Brand rather, they are looking for that window. Maybe this is the time. This is the kill.
Oh no, Sanford getting continuously pulled out of position, but luckily he goes for a full tank build.
Here comes another Lord fight. This is the 20th minute Lord. Sanford! He has to use the penalty zone there. Nah, JP still has the ultimate.
Time and time again.
Where is JP? Can JP hit anything? No. Oh, look at the damage though from Carl, man. The Carl is doing damage right now, but they're getting all of them are standing in that small choke point, and Stanford once again get choke slammed by Zushin once again. Zushin annoying as fuck.
This few is getting everything out of TLPH.
But Stanford has to get one good penalty zone in on.
Again.
If he gets a good penalty zone in on like Ogwen and Few at the same time, at least Ogwen and Few, and they can and Cartesi can come in with an timely enhanced sight on the both of them. This will be a game for Team Liquid PH.
They really have no means of forcing it unless Sanford hits a nasty.
But look at this, Lord Dance. Carl, he secures the Lord, but he's gonna die. Oh no, he's still alive. Oh, hold on, TLPH, they're pulling back. Kyle, okay, they will back off. They will lose Sanford. They will not get another kill for in return. They will just back off. This is so hard, man. There's just too much pressure on Terizla in this game. This is the reason why I don't like Florin, by the way.
If they overextend,
this is the reason why I don't like Florin. Okay. Nah, Super Marco is there. If they doesn't get even one inhibited tower, nah, bro, this is nah. They actually didn't get anything basically. They like all Team Liquid PH did here. They didn't lose the game with that Lord. That's all they did. Like right now, losing the early game in MLBB, it's so punishing. If you lose the early game in MLBB nowadays, it's so punishing, so freaking punishing. Look at this. How the fuck do you come back from that?
He knows that he's getting bursted down. He knows that he's losing.
If they got one kill, if they got 2 kills on Falcon's Epibrain side,
just the extra bit of time they need for Few to
even after losing Sanford, they could have taken one inhibited tower, and that would have been equal on towers. The entirety of the mid lane is standing on Epibrain side, and Liquid PH's middle lane is open, cracked open.
Falcons AP Bren, 5,000 gold lead here, also taking their time. Well, what they can do here is, of course, manage his far lane. 1 minute to the Lord, plenty of time to technically manage.
Bruh, look at Ogwen, man. Nobody ever even fucking cares about Ogwen. Nobody ever takes the name of Ogwen. Nobody.
Top up his low members every single time they interact with TLPH.
But look at that guy. 2-3-10.
Comes down to how much value can you get from your ult. And I know that Few in these past couple of fights hasn't been getting some like crazy like 5-man ults and is able to like reposition everybody all at once, but at the same time TLPH has been positioning very well against
Yeah, TLPH actually has been positioning themselves really well.
I think they can technically defend this Lord push, so maybe they are trying to contest but not really commit on towards a fight, right? Because technically, if they do end up committing and they lost that fight, yeah, I think it's GG from then and there. But if they contest, hover around, see if there's a possibility to steal the Lord, and then they back off. I think that's the wisest thing to do here if you are Team Liquid PH.
Speaking of wise decisions, FCAP, they've already set up a slow.
Even if Epibrain wins at this point, this wasn't easy though. Oh, very nice shot from Sanji towards Few.
Topped up with the help of the guiding winds from Ogwen and Sanji.
But he will get the health back because there's Mathilda dashing around and doing bush. Man, like nobody ever takes the name of Ogwen. He never gets noticed. But he is like, look at Ogwen. Look at Ogwen. He isn't doing anything that is game changing, but he is doing something that the enemy cannot change the game. Yo, 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 yo! Sanford is dead. Who got the few? Fucking got the Lord. They're trying to pressure with the flicker. Moscow. Will they get Kyle? Kyle should be dead. Okay, Kyle is down. Super Marco will be recalling back to base. Bro!
AP Bren will fall for a minute. Team Liquid stands with 3.
I think they will be able to clear this Lord out easily. Nah, Super Marco won't be able to do anything. Super Marco is okay.
Position whatsoever to
My God, this game, bro.
that base, right? So Team Liquid again surviving another.
I mean, this game is really going to extend itself.
Surviving another Lord, you mean?
We've seen from both of these teams has been
What the fuck is this chase being played over here, man?
that everybody was expecting.
I can't even call this a stalemate right now. Unless Liquid PH can get one inhib, this is not a stalemate still.
The last 2 fights, I believe, Benny QT, he positioned himself where nobody from.
If I am Carl TZ at this point, I will sell my Feather of Heaven and go for Immortality, and also Winter Crown for another item.
This Moscow, where should we go? Where
I would only be keeping 3 of the magic damage item on Julian at this point, which will be like my Holy Crystal. Nobody's even making Stardom this days, huh?
with that penalty zone, I thought that was the opening for.
If I was playing Julian, it would be like Stardom, Holy and Blood Wings. Carl TZ has to go for 2 defense items here. That's speaking of Carl, that was a really nice enhanced chain from Carl. Okay, he will dash out right out of there with the untargetable. But yeah, that what I was speaking of, Carl already at half HP. He just has to back off. He cannot like frontline for too long without those defensive items. He's 266. Okay, 266.
Points right to Falcons AP Bren.
Carl, man, fail your fucking items and buy the 2 defensive items, Carl. What the fuck?
22 seconds left on the clock.
You cannot only rely on Terizla at this point. Benny QT is doing damage. You have to provide him some opportunities to free hit. Carl, what the fuck is that build? Sell your fucking Holy Crystal or Divine Glaive or something, man. Sell that fucking Feather of Heaven. You are not getting to basic attack shit at this point.
Might just have the opening.
Why the fuck do you still have the Feather of Heaven, Carl? You are not getting to basic attack shit.
Whereabouts Benny?
Your marksman is. You are not. Sell that item and get immortality. Yeah, your marksman is getting to free hit. You are not getting to basic attack. Sanford is dead. Wait, Super Marco died. How the fuck did he die? Did Carl kill him there? No, Carl was on this side. Who killed him? Sanji killed him, right? Yeah, Sanji killed him. Yeah, they will get an inept tower, and this might actually be the game. Sanford has no HP. Sanford has to get something, immortality or something. This is gonna be the game. Okay, Kyle. Oh my God, that's huge.
Doesn't want to go in.
Nice one, Sanji. This is gonna be the game. Now you are gonna get to basic attack the base. Just basic attack the fucking base, you fucking Julian. Julian, you have the attack speed item. Basic attack the base. Okay, this is game. GG. Game, man. Okay. This is the game.
It is just not enough.
Nice. Wait, what? They actually recalled. Okay, GG. Nicely played, I guess. Nicely played. But like, still it goes to show like, even like people call Carl TZ the GOAT. He doesn't have the vision of the champ. I don't think so. They won the game surely, but yeah, nope. Nicely played. congrats on the win, but still you have to learn a lot, I guess.
Did you see the smile on Carl TZ's
I don't like it, like how he kept the feather of heaven there and concentrated energy.
marks the resilience that Team Liquid
Nah, not really.
again, and we're not
Get the Winter's crown and get the immortality, and like make the enemies with their abilities so your marksman can free hit.
But my oh my, do we have a series on our hands? That game is
I guess it worked out for them.
talk about, right? There's so much to analyze and there's so much to really unfold as to how things went the way that it did.
It's so intense.
It's so stressful.
At least they own. At least they own.
Really went
At least they own.
It was touching that 30-minute mark, and both.
Sanji fucking carried the game, huh? On that Novaria, Sanji fucking carried the game.
Hold on.
I mean, just
Sanji was 6-0 something, 605, 506, something like that.
Opening that sweet spot again. They've been relying heavily on Benny, but
Yeah, this is the reason why I don't like Novaria or Florin, man. Like whenever the fuck we are like picking those things up,
finally the base turret.
this is what the games come down to.
Patience win you games.
Patience.
Yeah, we don't die,
As we take a look at the post-game statistics.
but we get bullied pretty bad the early game.
2 seconds. At some
Okay,
of the
Carl at the final hours he did sell that. Carl did listen to me. Okay. There is, there's also like another mistake that Carl still did there. There are so many small mistakes here. Can you guys see my arrow? I don't know if you guys can or cannot. He still kept that magic penetration Su there. If I am playing Julian there, even if I went for the magic pen Su early game, a game that is drawn out over 15 minutes, I'm changing that shoe to magic shoes.
Perfect Florin.
The red shoe that gives you CDR. I am changing it to that. When I have that divine glaive, I don't need that flat magic penetration anymore from my shoe. I would rather have my CDR and have my abilities faster.
That they adapted towards these team fights gave them every single category. Gold miner, carnage,
This is why I guess I love the keys. Even though now which is the jungler that changes his item properly? Sanji damage. Yeah, Sanji fucking carried this game. I told you guys already.
As an EXP laner, I feel for him. Getting repositioned consistently by few because of the Jushin.
Sanji carried the fucking game.
And JP is like, don't worry, I'll keep you alive. I swear to God, I'll keep you alive. Please don't die on me just yet, Sanford.
Every single time.
Every
single team fight. That's the exact same story. And up until that ending point, I feel like that was their goal, right? They wanted to utilize Sanford as that sandbag. They wanted to utilize...
Of course, Sanford has to be the fucking sandbag over here, guys. Duh! Who is gonna be the sandbag, Moscow?
This is kind of crazy. Look at this graph, man. Like between 10 minutes to 15 minutes, you could see that they were building up to that 10k gold lead, the checkmate angle that I like to call it. One missing inhibitor as well with a Lord push. And
I guess they still... Oh, Benny Cutie gets the MVP though. Nicely played by this guy.
On top of having the evolved bloom.
Very nice build, I like it as well. Nice build. Very nicely executed.
We were talking about the way that these team fights...
But there are still like so many small things that can make or break the game at this high of a level. Just a little, just one or two items that you can change on your hero. It can change that entire fucking game, man.
I mean, 2 words to describe Benny in this game, right? Effective, efficient.
Very nice spear of destruction, and then he like hit. Pretty amazing. But Carl though, man, Carl, he has been kind of slow this game.
But he's not just...
Yeah, I was quite honestly, I was disappointed. Like Carl, he's known for he was the, like, I guess when they own the M5.
For the most part, after if you died, it is all over. After what? I think...
Hold on, they own M4.
Yeah.
and he was literally known for the utility junglers. Carl said himself that I'm more flexible on utility. I'm more comfortable on utility, and he didn't buy the immortality earlier.
Star Shatter.
Well, actually, Carl got the kill on Super Marco over there, I guess. That's not bad, but Julian still does damage.
Wow.
Even with the Holy Crystal and the Blood Wings, Julian still does damage.
The more that I think about it, the more that it's becoming a
Good enough damage. You don't need more magic power.
easier solution, but it makes a lot more sense because
I guess they own. I'm just nitpicking.
Falcons AP
Am I? I don't think. 10% CDR and immortality early game would have been huge.
with the rift, with the blast as well.
Yeah, Benny Cutie would have gotten more opportunities there.
So he has a lot less relevance than just a
Patience wins the game for TLPH. 1-2.
Anyway,
Can TLPH make it a 2-2, guys?
either you go really up close and
Who are you guys voting for? I mean, who are you guys rooting for?
possible. Try to be in a way that you cannot be able to be touched by this Jushin, and it's effective. I mean, technically, the Novaria is it's not as straightforward, right?
What are you even talking about, Eterna?
Onto the Jushins. Man.
What are you talking about, Eterna?
But yeah, I want to add, right? I mean, the difference between the Novaria and the Yve, the Novaria is more mobile, right? I mean, Yve, real revelation, there's a range limit as well, but Novaria has a wider limit, and yeah, it's very hard to catch a Novaria, especially if you're not an assassin. So yeah, I think Novaria in this current going up against Jushin is slightly better if you can hit those skill shots.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna go to a short break before we...
One more fucking break for 30 minutes, please. No. How long? How long?
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming, Monster Energy, and
TLPH. Bruh, another break. Okay, the break is only for 5 minutes. Good. Damn. I guess the players need breaks after playing games like that. I guess they do need break. That was a crazy game in GL. That was like a 30-minute game. It was how much? 29 minutes or something. 30. The game finished on 30th minute, right? Hmm. Nice, my chat fucking vanished. Very good. What annoying. The guy who can red tray is also streaming right now. The guy who has a hero pool of 3 heroes. The guy who is still playing Fredrin for some reason. He's having 2k viewers right now. Nice one, bro. Nice one. Nice one, bro. Very nicely done. Why did my chat get popped? That. Okay. The chat is back. We are back. I'm about to be. I will be right back, guys. I have to go to the bathroom for a bit.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at Quilla City Mall, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, for the grand finals of the Snapdragon Pro Series Season 5. And it looks like both teams are not going down without a fight. We started off with 12 teams, 2 remain, and they are going at each other with everything they've got to win that championship prize, to win that #1 title for the Snapdragon this time around.
Well, in case you missed it as well, right? First game and the second, it was FCAP finding the win. And well, for the third game, different story. Team Liquid, they were able to exploit and extract that Zushen to its utmost potential as well.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Few has been performing really, really well, but eventually, it's a matter of kit, right? And I think that now that TLPH has a potential answer to this Zushin, I'm really hoping that it's not going to come down to it, where both roamers will have to play a very sustain-heavy type of hero, like the Florin, like the Matilda.
Yeah, already a different approach, right? Game 1, even throughout the playoffs, we never see the Matilda, we never see the Florin, but in that third game, it seems like a change of approach from both teams. They want to have more, say, team fights, heals as well. Let's see, will it be the same for the draft here for our third game or not?
Sorry, rather interesting. I immediately noticed that TLPH was on the blue side and Falcon's AP Bren on the red, right? But then why is TLPH the one banning out the Ling? Usually that goes over to Falcon's AP Bren, but now that means that TLPH will finally get access to the Zask once more.
Yeah, it's gonna come back, ladies and gentlemen. That Zask, that unstoppable Zask in these team fights, and it should help and propel, but... Oh, wait, those are the Filipino talents, right?
Yeah, it's Brigadier Leo and as well as Remar who are casting that game. Shoutouts to you guys for all the Clippers out there who want to send it over to them. But let's see and finish up this first phase of the draft as we do see the Julian picked up once more, as well as the Terizla.
Oh, very solid here for the side of Team Liquid, having that killing pressure, and also, yeah, the Zask, of course. How can you kill the Zask? I think per game, most of like Zask's death is only Joe. That's like the most death already. So I think Team Liquid, they're going for the safe route here. Again, power picks, comfort picks, Falcon's AP Brendo. What are they going for here for that third pick?
I think they're thinking about the Jushin once again, because again, it's really difficult for Terizla to actually have any kind of space to walk up freely when he has to deal with the Lantern Beacon. And I think that Falcon's AP Bren, they're like, I mean, Few's been performing really well, and they also don't have the Novarius, so like...
I think the pairing of the roamers are going to be quite significant here, because once again, both of these heroes, they don't wave clear that easily, right? I think it was amongst all the other advantages of having a Matilda on your team. Another thing to point out is the Matilda does have wave clear, right? It really did help and aid in the previous game. And looking at this right now, honestly, Team Liquid.
Oh, I'm back.
Really good team fight. Falcon's AP want to play into that.
A bit tough for TLPH. A lot depends on the draft.
Being banned out.
But honestly, in my opinion, FCAP on the draft last game as well. Oh my god, they banned the Roger themselves this game, huh? And they picked the Moskov. Zaz gets leaked out. Fanny gets banned. Julian once again. Okay, they Julian over Haya. Why the?
A little tougher for
Bro, Julian over Haya?
Alongside Team Liquid, they banned the Arlet out.
Like, this is I don't really understand what the fuck this draft is, man. Picking Julian and then like letting the Haya go. Sorry, and not letting the Haya go and then like banning the Haya next phase.
Because again, there's many.
You understand, you weren't able to do much with that Julian last game. Yeah, you won the game, but you weren't able to do much the last game versus Jushin with that Julian. You know who can like make the Jushin feel helpless? It's Hayabusa. It's Hayabusa.
Depends on the picks from the side of.
That's a really goofy thing to do there, but yeah, let's watch the match. I cannot analyze this much. No point.
Can smell a Cho here.
Zask is getting picked. Yeah, Zask got picked.
Remember, Grok is also available, right?
Zask isn't the one that. What is like mind-boggling for me? They are picking a Julian over Hayabusa.
Like Tigreal is going to be their choice this time around for
Beatrix.
Alongside the
Beatrix. Where is our resident? Beatrix spammer? Where is that guy?
I can understand the sentiment. Might as well double down on this. Beatrix get another combo.
Oh, Beatrix alongside with Tigreal, huh? It's a Nigreal.
Oh, Jushin, come a little bit closer. Walk a little bit further, and then we'll flicker implosion.
But the thing with that play is that flicker implosion. You get to do a flicker implosion every 90 seconds. And you get choke slammed every fucking 5 seconds. Glue gets picked.
That's going to be a spell baiter for Flap.
Yeah. Oh man, this is going to be a problem.
Nah, this is going to be interesting to watch.
Pick up the glue in the EXP lane. He has been so great at zoning these important members, and I would expect.
Let's see. They still went for the Julian.
There was a little bit of an issue when they were trying to.
Even though all these teams are like hyping up Julian and all, I guess Julian just farms pretty good. from the jungle, but
because this should force
I still don't really like Julian's impact that much. Especially last game, Julian didn't do much. And personally, I can play Julian, but I'm not always comfortable picking Julian.
this best of 7.
I don't think he does that much.
Game number
He does damage for sure, but his cooldowns are not that low.
they have a
He can be Julian can be punished pretty easily. That's the problem with him. In my eyes, that's the Zask one, I guess.
taking championship points.
All right, let's find out here. TLPH going to be on the blue side, up against Falcons AP.
Oh man.
The real question is who's going to find the lead, right? Because at this point, Glue is a huge sand.
Carl, level 2.
Generate all that.
Kyle is also level 2. Carl is about to be level. Nah, there. Hold on. Actually, Kyle, Nolan is clearing the buffs faster than Julian.
Characteristics, right? A few really likes after the first wave cleared. He likes to rotate towards the EXP for a potential setup. And now, let's see here, JP.
What the hell?
Vision for Kyle showing his rotations. Team Liquid, PH, and Falcons AP Brendel, they will not have business on towards a fight.
Oh.
Of course, in the first 2 minutes.
Look at how fast that clear is from Kyle, right? Both Carl and as well as Kyle currently at level 4, looking for opportunities to invade each other, and Carl reads into.
Yeah, Nolan's cooldown is pretty low. I mean, it's the Nolan passive that clears the jungle pretty fast.
At the very least, on the top side.
Nolan's passive clears the jungle pretty fast. I haven't touched Nolan for I haven't touched Nolan for almost 3 months now, huh?
Approach here from JP. He opted for that break.
Yeah, I haven't played Nolan in 3 months.
Need for clearing. He wants to be more on towards the spell vamp kind of side, right? So let's see here. With that, will JP have
Nolan was so fun to play when he first released, man. I was having a blast playing Nolan every game when he released.
Disposition once again, the Flap TC Few combination with Jushin as well as Glue showing why it's super obnoxious to deal with. Sanford is out of there, and now they hold priority. JP gets hit by the implosion. The flicker coming in for Sanford with the penalty zone, looking to catch 2, but only just catches Kyle, who dashes on out of there. Nightmaric Spawn has been dropped to set the tone. Hands chains onto Flap.
Oh, really nice implosion. They will kill. They will catch Flap. Very nice implosion from JP. Oh my god. Here comes the fucking choke slamming lady. Choke slam, choke slam, choke slam every fucking 3 seconds. Annoying as Hero Zushin, man. Sanju will get another kill though onto Ogwen. And oh, massive spear of destruction. JP will die. Kyle will secure the turtle. That was a massive spear from Marco.
They overlooked this.
And Beatrix is Beatrix doesn't do almost anything early game.
Right, Falcons AP Bren with that taking the neutral objective as well. And Team Liquid, they are slightly rotation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think TLPH was expecting Super Mark to.
Oh, another implosion onto Ogwen. And he dies once again. Nicely. Oh, nicely done by JP. Fuck, man.
That's Team Liquid.
I just hurt my fucking hand.
Overextends. He wanted to.
Goddamn chair.
Of course, but they forgot JP was there.
Okay.
Full resources as well. So.
Okay. Can TLPH create a
especially in that
2k gold lead? Nah, they can't create a 2k gold lead by 6 minutes. Can they? They can't. This is a pretty equal game still. Sanford once again on the Terizla. That's good. So Terizla is getting pressured by Glue, huh? Yeah, Glue is clearing faster than Terizla.
Team Liquid and Falcons AP Bren. Take a look at the space that Falcons AP Bren are taking, man. They are so ready and they so want the mid. TLPH4.
They picked Noland. Noland.
Because Falcons AP Bren, even if they control the bottom side, TLPH are playing around Benny QT and trying to supercharge him as fast as possible. Sanford and as well.
Yeah, man. Glue is clearing faster than Terizla. Wow.
With priority against.
Look at him run. Look at him running. Wow. Oh, glue is pressuring Terizla out, huh? Interesting.
Now that he's played against his Jushin at least 3 times.
Yeah, well, but setup.
Oh, another flicker implosion. And Owen gets punished once again. Really amazing Nigriel from JP. He gets choke slam now, but it doesn't matter. Kyle will secure the Lord. I mean, the turtle. Flap might even know. Flap won't die right now. Flap will die after this one though. Yeah, Flap is not dead. Yeah, he will just like walk back to the lane easily. Ah, he got caught. He got caught. He got caught. Or not. FCAP are fighting back. Owen with a kill. Nice Beatrix from Bennett. I mean, it was the other way. And the Nibiru. Oh, Bea. Now with the sniper. Nah. Oh my god. Actually, no, they will not lose the mid now. Somehow, FCAP ended up winning the trade. Look at how the gold lead. I mean, look at how FCAP they don't have a gold lead, but they are not that much behind. Even though they are like losing the engagements at first, they are like still keeping themselves neck to neck with TLPH. But I really like this this game, like this particular gameplay from coming out from TLPH. They're pulling up. Okay, no, that was bad. They are way more proactive compared to the previous games in the early game, especially. And all the credit that all the credit for that it goes to JP. Can we have a okay? Nolan has Hunter and now he has the Heptasis.
No time to react to the implosion.
I think Nolan will go for Malefic Road next item.
Now without that tier 1 on that top side.
What is his emblem? Okay, he's looking to do damage, yeah.
As well, more reason not to stick around longer than he should. Oh,
Tanji has been quiet. JP almost gets punished. Uses the conceal. Oh! Stanford! Big penalty zone, but nothing's gonna come out of that. Flap being annoying there. He's gonna lose all the little goose.
They're just using battle spells.
Oh, JP! J fucking P, my man. Amazing. JP. Really amazing. I don't think they will secure anything more. Can they? Oh, no. Actually, they will get the tier 1 made. And Nibiru's passion to clear another lane and instantly rotate bot. Oh, Super Marco is dead. Does he have flicker? No, he has purify. He's dead. Super Marco is dead. He's dead. Penalty zone. That nah, bro. They will get 2 kills at least there. 1. Stanford dead. Yeah. JP gets pulled back. JP will die as well. Like I said, there will be 2 kills. Tanji might die as well now. Yeah, man. Sanji is dead as well. These 2 shouldn't die. Nope. Now. Oh my god, Carl. Why did you... Oh! Benny! No, Benny's dead. Benny! Nah, man. Kyle is dead. Sorry, Carl is dead. What are these prolonged team fights? You guys cannot do that. Nah, you guys cannot fucking overextend like that.
That was happening.
The moment Super Marco used that purify, when I tried to do the knock up with Julian, that was actually a mistake. Trying to do the knock up.
Just creates a lot of space.
I would have used. I would have tried to use the enhanced sight instead of using the enhanced chain there. The moment I forced the purify out of Super Marco, I would have backed off. They lost so much. Look at that. They threw their entire gold lead. FCAP was having the gold lead for a little bit there. Yeah, FCAP, like now they like threw their entire gold lead with that bullshit.
They should be ahead, considering that they have a Super Marco, they have that Moskov.
I mean, Yeah. Nah, man, that was a mistake. They cannot be making mistakes like that. Getting the Purify out of Super Marco was enough. Now I was gonna look for my like buffs, the jungle camps. Try to like look for a play top side with a conceal.
Will it be a rinse and repeat?
Let's see. What's happening here? Super Marco is on the other side, clearing minions. Usual Moscow things. They're just blitzing the Lord. Carl will secure the Lord. This is not a big deal. It's just a 10-minute Lord. Mid is getting pressured. It will be defended easily.
Right, Team Liquid. We thought that it was just to poke the Lord, but they managed to blitz it, and I think
So much is happening though.
Really ready to contest.
Like so much is happening. Not in terms of the team fight. So much is happening all over the map.
Yeah, Benny, 3 items.
Like big macro plays.
That win of nature as well. So he makes sure that he is a-okay when there's a situation.
Benny Cutie is farming really amazingly though.
Or Kaltizi.
Yeah, but in the meantime,
Kyle is level 15. Kyle is level 15 and Kyle gets a BOD.
That's the Lord already dealt with. Tier 2 on the bottom side will get sacrificed, and Falcons AP Brent trying to respond, but Sanford and JP just there to slow them down. Look at that top
Super Marco clearing the minions pretty nicely. Carl is also pressuring the lanes. Sanji covering well for him.
They are also now aware, very much aware that Super Mario
Mm-hmm.
hit his power spike.
Okay. They won't be able to take even a single inhib. Can they? No. They will just take the holy shield out of that bottom side tower. Yeah.
I don't think it's worth to commit a lot of resource onto a fight.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate for Falcons AP Brent, they end up losing the magic barrier down on their bottom inhibitors. So that's something that they have to be aware of, right? And the rest of TLPH really just taking their time with every single one of their engagements. They want the perfect execution because there's no way that Falcons AP Brent can outplay it unless...
Bro, my chest hurts today.
He's looking for a flank angle. He's now out of position.
Oh, Ogwen has to use the flicker. And he will still get caught from the flicker implosion from JP. Nice penalty zone from Sanford. Q is dead. Flap cannot do anything. Sanford still going ham. Sanford will die. They cannot find Super Marco. But Flap will die now. Will he? No, Flap survives. Oh, does he though? Benny Cutie with a snipe.
Benny, this is
TLPH takes game 2. This is 2-2. This is 2-2. Oh no, it is not. Is it? You will be back in 3 seconds. This will be 2-2. If you cannot lane clear, this will be 2-2. No, this will not be. Few is dead. But they actually ended up defending with the help of Ogwen's Primal Wrath. They actually end up defending. Wow.
the base is in front of their eyes.
Ooh.
But there are no minions found. Brent dodged a huge It's a reset. Still, but Team control and they
Nicely played.
potentially
We'll get the Lord easily though. Pretty amazing. Playing for the Obj.
TLPH have the next item power spike, and even FlapTZ is like, man, right now, Benny QT is doing way too much damage, right? And I mean, even if though he does have the blade armor, Benny QT already has the Malefic Roar.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? He has another penetration item as well.
Big time, Ben. Big time. Benny QT gets the Rose Gold. Will this be GG's? Benny QT already had the Winds of Nature. Now he has the Rose Gold. Let's see.
Malefic Roar already though for Kaltizi.
Yeah, they're catching.
So Kyle is getting a Malefic Roar at this point.
The hardest part is getting it on the correct targets.
Quite honestly, I don't like this kind of gameplay. When my team is behind, I like to go for Immortality. And if my team is way too ahead, I like to go for Immortality as well.
It's not gonna get repositioned as hard. Enhanced chain forcing beauty.
Now there is no fucking room for mistake when you go for another damage item there. Yeah, you cannot make any plays. Yeah, Kyle will die. That's the exact reason why I go for immortality there. But Kyle will also be falling down, and so will Sanford. Will he? Super Marco, he cannot find him. Slap will die now. Sanford, yeah, coming back for the kill. Can they pressure enough? Super Marco is clearing the minion. Super Marco is there. Benekut is positioning himself pretty well on this Beatrix.
Again, Falcons AP Bren, they have defended the base, and we are going to see another potential Lord take here. Team Liquid.
What do you mean a Lord take? There will be a fight before the Lord. And even before that, there will be a pause. Let's see.
Luckily, a tech pause is going to come in and give these players some time. Hopefully, our marshals are able to solve this issue quick because we want to get back into this, right, Eterna? Yeah, you're allowed to talk. I mean, this is the one time that we can get your opinions on the game.
Okay. No, because initially I thought it was muted, so I was like, am I allowed to talk about it? Okay, yes, wow, what a game so far. It's been trading blows left and right and center, and for the most part, Team Liquid, they have been utilizing their strengths in these team fights amazingly, right? Sanji picking up the Holy Crystal. Oh, looks like we're jumping back into the game.
Oh, we are right back into the game, huh? Slap.
Kidding! You know, keeping you guys on your toes.
What the hell, man? Ogon is shooting that D of Sanji.
The moment that Sanji was able to pick up that Holy Crystal was really like that goal.
Wait, no, this is replay.
To really push on the tempo. And it's unfortunate, right? Because in the early points of the game, it looked like Falcons AP Bren did have a fighting chance. It looked like they did have a fighting moment. But Team Liquid, man, they're just so clean in these team fights, right? Benekut has been performing amazingly. The fact that he was leading in lane, by the way, against the Moskov has been intense. He was able to get that power spike a lot quicker. And, you know, reminiscing back to the good old days of Beatrix in the gold lane, we do see that the power spike hits a lot quicker, right? She only needs the Blade of Despair and then the Malefic Roar for her to dish out that damage. But again, Implosion plays as well. We see this happening too. Was great on JP's part.
Yeah, it was a very different Tigreal from what we see, I think, not the second game, the third game, right? I think a couple of games ago, where JP wasn't able to find the right targets with that Tigreal. But yeah, this game, different story with Benekut behind you. All you need to do is find a good Sacred Hammer, and yeah, Benny will also dish out the damage.
Bye, guys.
Well, thanks, Eterna. We got your opinions in on this game. Let's jump back into it. 16-12. If you're just tuning in to the stream with a 5K gold lead in the hands of TLPH as they're looking to equalize the score against Falcons AP Bren. But I have to agree that this Beatrix has been doing some really good work.
Yeah, Beatrix has been doing amazing this game.
The value of this combination, whether it be penalty zone or even the implosion.
Yeah, the combination with the Tigreal has been working for Team Liquid. And yeah, I mean, take a look at items as well. Beatrix, man, the damage, yeah, that's why, right? Full items already. Wind of Nature, Malefic, of course, we mentioned that earlier, and Rose Gold. So, you know, just in case FCAP or even Fuel have a say against Benny, that Rose Gold can come to clutch.
The extra shield might just be the difference maker, right? And let's not forget, he also has the Wind of Nature if he ever gets himself in a 1v1 situation against Super Marco, who also is fully itemized, right? So it's really just a matter of execution. And so far, Few hasn't been... Whoa! Flap Tazy of all people ends up getting exploded.
Bruh, what the hell? Flap literally vanished. Now they will just blitz the Lord. This is a free Lord. The Lord will be busted down instantly. And the minions were taking down the FCAP base.
And yeah, that's just Flapteasy instantly deleted.
Trig ulted for that, okay. I was actually looking at the map. I was looking what was going towards the top side.
Well, 5 men still.
Oh, that was good. That was the pickoff that TLPH absolutely needed, because FLAP has been causing a lot of problems for TLPH, zoning out that backline so they can't get effective damage other than...
I'm literally getting a headache, man. All these meds are not making me feel good. Benny Cutie, once again, Flab is dead. And so is the FCAP base. FCAP base dies here. GG's, that's 2-2. That's 2-2, let's go.
They've extended.
I feel like this shit is gonna go till 9 PM, man. Fuck.
And friends, they made it.
They did. They have come back. Reverse comeback here.
Health wise, I'm not doing that good, man. I don't. It right now it is hurting me sitting here. I am getting a headache. My eyes are also shutting down.
It's insane. I think a lot of people were expecting with that 2-0 victory for Falcons AP Brand for this to go a 4.
This is anybody's game, of course. It is.
Team Liquid, they gear up and they're like, not today. We're gonna come back and we're also gonna prove why we were considered one of the strongest teams here coming into the Snapdragon Pro Series.
I mean, basically they remind you, right? We were the champions of M4. Benny was on the Beatrix most of the time during M4. And that game, that Beatrix was...
M4 skin was also Beatrix.
Majority of this game was JP's fault. Because again, a lot of these pickoffs...
How is the stream running today, though? Can you guys tell me? Is the stream running smooth?
Falcons AP Brand really needed him to just, even if he doesn't find anybody, just use the split and slice that composition in half, separate the front from the back.
Yeah, I agree. And even that was evident, right? In the final push that they were able to make. Yes, that's how you split things in half, by the way. It was really evident even in the final push, right? The fact that they were able to pick off Lap TZ first didn't allow Falcons AP Brand to have a solution as to how they...
Benny will be the MVP of this game.
And by the way, at the very end, he sold his boots to...
Even though it was Trigreal that owned them the game, Benny will be the MVP.
More of a leeway to survive in these engages.
Nasty, right? I mean, even when he's low, he has that Has Claws, Nibiru. Yeah, what half HP? I'm full again. And yeah, Benny QT just... It's a nostalgia seeing Benny on the Beatrix.
I have a question, sorry, because we haven't seen the Beatrix too often in this meta. Is the Beatrix supposed to win lane against the Moskov?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about the earlier stages, absolutely. She's able to get items earlier, more cost-efficient items earlier in comparison to Martis, not Martis, into Moskov.
Martis?
Really starts to pop off. Like, let's compare it, right? A Hunter Strike compared to a Corrosion Scythe. That's, I mean, the stats say itself that Benny QT will win per auto attack in comparison to Super Marco.
So working on that, it was actually very brilliant of Benny QT, right? Because initially he didn't even go for a core item. He just went Fury Hammer first, went to BOD, and then he went into Malefic Roar, and then Hunter Strike.
Well, here's the thing, right? Even though Benny QT itemized correctly, a lot of the pressure was given because of JP. Because he hovered around that top side of the gold lane, as well as the mid side, controlling that area, while Ogwen was kind of like opening up the map for the rest of the team, specifically for Kyle to maybe find a pick in the jungle. I think that TLPH really doubled down on Benny QT walking out of that laning phase and playing around that combination of Nibiru's Passion plus Implosion plus Enhanced Chains plus Penalty Zone.
Plus the Dominator's Descent as well from RNG. Oh, this is we expected a very strong team fight comp from the side of Team Liquid, but well, Falcons AP Brand, they have somehow recovered, right? You can see here in the chart as well. But for the most part, especially after minute...
These casters will be yapping for another 5 minutes, I guess.
They were just rolling with JP.
Now, the interesting thing about this graph is this was one of the few...
My freaking head hurts, man.
Victor in the early stages of the game, but the EXP heavily actually in favor of Falcons AP Brand. It just goes to show that the main strategy was centered around Benny QT. As long as he gets gold, we win games.
Yeah, we can even see it reflected in his emblem choices, right? He does have a, what's the sub-emblem called? Thrill and...
Thrill?
Thrill, Thrill
Master
and Master
Assassin?
Assassin.
There you go. So he knew that he was going to win the lane against the Moscop, and he wanted to double down on utilizing that as their winning lane to improve in the later
Yeah, Beatrix scales really nicely of physical damage.
So
Beatrix's scaling is pretty good.
room as well. They
Especially with the sniper. She scales scarily. It's scary how much Beatrix scales with that sniper.
I feel like Ogwin caught.
But our Beatrix never used the sniper. I mean, sniper takes some skill to use, I guess. That is why he never uses it.
Liquid Echo, they saw that, right? Liquid, they saw that, and they just punish it. Here, they almost.
BRB man, I'm gonna look for some. I'm gonna look for some food or something. My head is hurting. I'm also feeling some. I'm also feeling a little bit of little. Can't even speak. I'm also feeling hungry. My head is hurting. My back is hurting.
Maximum value if
Yeah.
somebody's out of position. For an example, Few, you don't need the full blast of Nibiru's Passion. I'm just gonna shotgun you twice in the face and you're gone.
Yeah, the Wesker. And, well, this was the final push. Nibiru on towards the base was the call for Benny. And, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2-2 in Game 5.
Yeah, we're going all the way, it seems.
2 apiece.
But it looks like we are getting a shot of the players just hanging back, after that victory. It looks like the spirits are high, morale is definitely high as well, and hopefully that momentum can cross over to their next game. But, ladies and gentlemen, no, I don't want to go to a break just yet. I miss you guys. We haven't seen each other for quite some time. How long was that game? It was quite some.
It was actually shorter.
It was below 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was below 20 minutes. And I think, keeping the game in a respective state, I like the fact that both of these teams said, you know what? We can't just keep going with these 30-minute games. We can't just keep playing sustained compositions. We need to make money moves. Money moves.
No break. No break, Zipper. No.
Money moves.
MM.
Money moves.
Double M. But a break starts with a B.
Not an M.
Not an M. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to throw over to a break. Zipper is calling it right now. So we'll see you after. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
A. Roger. B. A werewolf. C. Her childhood friend. D. The Wolf King. What is the answer?
Not quite sure, but I guess D, the Wolf King.
Are you sure?
Not quite sure, but that's my final answer.
Okay, we're gonna try to lock D. Are D, the Wolf King, are the correct answer, and yeah. Okay, Joe, you already got it. Opie, you ready? Okay, let's show the second question. What is the name of the ancient structure that Uranus was awoken from? A. The Celestial Palace. B. The Library of Dawn. C. The Holy Castle. And D. The Secret Archive.
C.
C. The Holy Castle. Are you sure?
Yes.
Why are you looking at the audience? Is there someone in the audience? Tell him.
No, it's from me.
So it's C. I'm gonna lock the answer. Okay, R C, the Holy Castle, are the correct answer. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go to the mall first. Mall, what is the answer?
I think the answer is A.
A. So it's gonna be the Celestial Palace. Okay, the Celestial Palace is the correct answer. All right, you got it. You may back to your seat now. No. I still have one more question for you. Don't worry. Okay, let's show the third question. Gatot Kaca fought to reclaim his glory as a mighty warrior of the blah 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 clan. A. Pakila. B. Pavlova. C. Takilas. And D. Pandava.
I'm gonna go with D.
D. Pandava. You want to lock that answer? Don't worry.
Lock.
Okay, are D. Pandava are the correct answer? Yeah, you got it too. Congratulations. So we're back to your seat and later we will give you the prize. So guys, the grand final is...
Okay, I am back.
Your voice again. When I say Malaysia, you guys say boleh, okay? Malaysia! Malaysia!
Why the fuck are you doing Malaysia Boleh right now? No Malaysian teams are playing, man.
We're gonna go back to the game number 5 after these short breaks. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you.
Yo. I guess it makes sense why I feel so anxious and my head hurts. I'm not getting good. I'm not getting good sleep. I'm feeling so annoyed. I guess it makes sense because I haven't worked out for... Today's Sunday, right? Bood. I haven't worked out for I haven't worked out for like 4 days now. Fuck. I guess it makes sense why I feel this way. So annoying. The feeling I have right now, like literally what I want to do, if I had a punching bag, I would be just like punching and kicking it non-stop for 30 minutes. I need to get a workout in. Anyways, guys, good evening to everybody, anybody or everybody that is watching the stream still or just came in. Welcome. My name is Cham. I'm a A-class feeder. I'm a S-class feeder. Right now, I'm just blabbering and watching this amazing grand final of Snapdragon Pro Series. You guys are welcome to hang out with me and talk about the game, I guess.
Dora the Explorer, but I think that even in this game,
what the hell?
Found a couple of answers to what FCAP has been bringing to the table. So now the real question is whether or not FCAP can adapt, right? It's been a consistent, it's gonna be, I don't want to say back and forth because it's like 2 wins in a row and then 2 wins in a row. I don't know if that's gonna be the case for this upcoming game.
Hey, that's not fair. Did you see the, what is it called?
The headline?
The white stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's called a headline?
the white stuff?
What?
The ticker.
The ticker. The ticker said it's Benny Cute. Welcome to the Benny Cutie show. That's not fair.
I mean, that was the case for game 4, right? I mean, the Beatrix was
the white stuff, huh?
The Nibiru. Maybe now that will be the. I think now FCAP needs to be aware of this Beatrix potential.
Zipper's doubling down on the Benny Cutie show here, like showing us. Look at the win rate, Eterna. Okay, 67% on the Moskov. We have a 62% on the Roger.
He's 100% on Claude.
I mean, might as well. Add on the Beatrix's graphic as well, right?
I guess Claude doesn't get prioritized nowadays as much as he used to be. It makes sense when Claude could clear the entire minion wave with one ultimate. He cannot do it anymore.
JP, right again, displaying the selfless,
damn.
giving his body, giving his resources.
Benny Cutie had his phone placed on top of the fan. I guess those Samsungs, they get hitted.
performance from JP, giving that same impact.
What phone are they using?
The championship point.
Well, it begs the question whether FCAP has something prepared, right? Because most of
Bro, look at Malaysia. They are playing MLBB inside a mall.
all about him for the most part of it, but we did
Huh? Like this game is so big on those regions like
whether they're going to double down on this.
Philippines, Malaysia, and Indo. The game is so big on those regions.
Did you peek into something?
Oh no, you caught me.
Are you
looking at the API on the side?
There it is. Falcons AP Bren on blue side this time around, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 5, and Team Liquid on the red.
Minotaur always gets fucking banned.
Finally, Zas causes so many problems for so many of these teams. He's worth banning it within the first.
And Roger gets banned. That's good. I don't really wanna see a Roger one more time. Not in this final.
Right, with the Zask ban, it comes with you, Roger. Team Liquid.
Will Ling be open? Will we see a Fanny, guys? Will we see a Fanny, guys?
I think for the second pick, maybe Liquid. They are looking for that Harith, and there you go.
Okay, Ling gets banned. Will we get a Fanny?
What about Jushin? Right? Now that the Zask has been banned out, do you think Jushin is going to be
FCAP, they take away the Julian this time.
with that first pick? But now again,
Can that be a bet?
alongside with the Terizla.
Sanford, Terizla once again, and they're getting the Moskov this time. Okay.
Still going to be Benny QT almost no matter what within the first rotation. So the Moskov gets picked up by the side of TLPH, and they're supplementing that with the help of the Terizla as well. Now Falcons AP Brand, they could still pick up the Jushin if they wanted to, considering that the Zask is gone, forcing TLPH to play a much slower game.
I mean, with the Jushin, right? I mean, Falcons. They do.
What will be picked up here? What do you guys think? Vexana isn't a prio pick.
Arlet pick as well.
Are they gonna? No, I don't think Trigrill is good here against Moskov.
Strategy as they did in the previous game, or when they
Oh, Claude gets picked up alongside Arlot.
I would imagine that Super Marco would have actually liked to pick up the Harith into this matchup, but instead goes for the Claude on top of the Arlet.
I think technically Harith is great in the early stage of the game, but when we're
And TLPH picks another Kaja to steal the buffs of Carl TZ.
is the opportunity to go in for the side lane pushes, especially during the Lord takes.
Aurora gets banned alongside with Paramis. What will be the last two bans? Kufra and Trigriel?
Actually, I figured it out.
Is this a Trigriel ban?
Because they still don't have their mid lane, and Julian is going to be their dedicated jungler, and that's just way too much magic damage.
All these teams have similar picks. What will be the final ban be? Saber ban. Im ban. Gushin ban. Welcome to.
It could open up opportunities for Falcons AP Bren to go.
Oh, Luoi. Luoi was still open, huh?
That's going to be very tricky here for the side of AP Bren.
Okay, Luoi was open and they didn't pick Luoi. I guess it's.
Maybe picking up that Zushin is not looking bad after all, right? I mean, first pick up the Zushin.
Nobody even touches Zushin.
Very.
It is. I don't know. It is kind of tricky. They already showed their roamer. What do they need? Fanny is still open. Do they go for Fanny?
Are able to do.
They go for Vexana. Okay.
On this Kacha, really finding the big burst, a big wombo combo with this Vexana, who also has plenty of CC even after the Divine Judgment has ended. Now Falcons AP Brand have a lot of options.
Divine Judgment.
Wants to play for a pick-off strategy, but at the same time, as much as Claude absolutely hates getting hit by the penalty zone, and even the fear coming in from this Vexana that he has to worry about. So they need somebody who can poke and prod, get in and out of these types of fights, because once Julian is in, he is way too deep, and the same can be said about Arlet.
Yeah, so Falcons AP Brand, they need a hero that is technically more mobile.
What do they need? They need a roamer. Another Matilda game? Oh, Xborg. Fredrin?
Wait, Julian mid? Question mark?
Okay. But why go for...
Fredrin?
Interesting. Okay, so Falcons...
Interesting, man. What the fuck is it? Is it Kyle TZ? Okay, that's a fanny. Is it Kyle TZ or is it MOBA Zen?
What an interesting change of pace for Falcons AP Bread.
They sniff the fanny pick, and they instead, you know what? We don't want...
My guy with the one hero pool.
Give a hard rock.
Is the best jungler of NA. Welcome to NA, guys. Welcome to NA.
Wow, I'm flabbergasted. It's been a long while. It's been a minute that we've seen Fredrin flexed into the jungle after so long, it being very assassin.
Fredrin, interesting.
Fredrin is back here, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 5 side of Falcons AP Bren. The question is whether it will work out or not, right? Is a Fredrin still a viable choice into the jungle, seeing as the farming pattern from these assassins now picking up, by the way, the Fanny is going to be a force to be reckoned with. So boys, we're gonna hand it over to you. Bring us
Echo loud, echo proud.
It's gonna be their moment here.
Championship point.
I mean, you saw the audience. They want Falcons AP Bread to wait.
Wait, who the fuck has championship point?
Game of today in this best of 7.
Nobody has it, right?
FCAP on blue side up against TLPH.
This is the game for championship point, yeah? Yeah.
On this Fanny, he rocked the link.
Whichever team wins it, they will
Really fruitful. So let's see here.
they'll literally have the game point.
To find a win with this Fanny.
Well, here's the thing, right? With Falcons AP Bren changing up the draft like what we're seeing here today, yes, it's going to be a bit of a struggle to actually take control over the mid lane, but when you have Fredrin kind of rotating and putting pressure towards their TLPH are forced to move in backwards, because right now the only winning lane that they have is going to be easy up against Samford with this export against the
Eli. Okay.
I mean, let's see here. With the early game, there are already a potential setup in the top side. Super Marco still holding on towards that Purify. Carl TZ. Well,
Carl TZ is already level 4.
And dive. Oh, there's immobilized onto
That's Julian mid.
Oh, Gwen. No.
Carl is also level 4. JP will use the flicker and survive. Barely.
But it doesn't matter as long as he's not giving away that first blood. Falcons AP Bren are very dangerous, especially when you have Ogwin on one of his signature picks in this Arlet. So Carl has to be quite careful here, unless we are seeing Few and Ogwin going to rotate up to the top side of the map. And I mean, since Carl saw it, he's telling Benny QT, hey, just chill.
It's a 3v1 though. Benny QT now with that information. Will they play around? Will Liquid play around in the bottom side of the map? Oh, it's still going to be just the gold laners in the top side. And though Carl TZ, yeah, he takes 0 time to take the turtle.
Yeah, and we see that Samford and Sanji going to be walking together after hitting level 4. Let's see if they're going to land a comp. Oh, it looks like they're going to give this.
Oh, the Fredrin ends up taking the turtle easily. I guess it makes sense. It's a Fanny. Whenever you are playing Fanny, you don't wanna like objective pressure that much. You just wanna farm, assassinate somebody in the side lane, back to farming. That's the usual Fanny playstyle. I guess that is the best Fanny playstyle, quite honestly.
It's past the 2 minutes and the debuff is cool, but really we're not seeing much difference here between either gold laners, and even for the mid lane, it's just been a sandbag fight. Just clear the waves. And
bro, my head is hurting a lot.
And with that, both teams, they are aware, oh, this might be a setup here. JP and Sanji in the mid. Flap TZ, Ogwen, Kyle, and Fuel. They smell blood, but TLPH, they smell, they sniff, they are aware, they back off.
And now the mid trio, it's really important. Whoever JP finds with the Divine Judgment needs to die.
Yeah, that value, right? That value needs to be extracted.
Wait, nobody giving a fuck about Valentine? I just noticed.
A lot of space for the gold laners here. They're just...
What is up with that?
Farming the minions, and Carl and as well as Kyle though. Of course, Carl has that slight edge supposedly with the faster rotations, faster mobility as well.
And a lot of resources dedicated towards the top side of the map, right? Wait.
Oh, that's a miss from JP. Flicker again wasted. That's another info.
JP getting pressured.
Yeah,
this game.
TLPH hasn't been able to get any momentum in this game thus far, and I mean, I can understand it. I mean, it's assassin versus utility jungler difference. Utility junglers, when they are ahead, they just choke out these assassins by stealing all their farm and being too bulky for the assassins to deal with. While if the assassins get ahead, they basically have too much damage and can basically bypass the.
Like Carl TZ with the.
Here, perhaps a few versus Carl.
With the heptasis already.
Even though he has secured a heptasis, he does not want to fight considering that Turtle is in the top side of the map. Good delay. And Falcons AP
FCAP were taking the turtle. Carl is in the vicinity right now. FCAP will cancel that. Carl is taking the blue. Carl already has his blue. He's gonna take the. He's gonna split push again. Will he look for a fight?
FCAP, they have information.
He will just clear the minion and back off, I guess.
Without any contest. So that's the second neutral objective here taken by FCAP.
Yeah, Predator will take the turtle for free.
Maybe they're scared they don't have enough damage. I mean, they don't mind scaling.
Nothing is going on towards the map. Fran is just looking to farm.
On the outer side. Wait, hold on.
Final flash on towards JP.
They are pressuring JP though.
He has no flicker just yet though. This might be a dive, but FCAP, they smell trouble and they back away. Still again, 5 minutes in, no kills.
Falcons AP Brand are playing this extremely well. Like, even Ogwen, he's just going from bush to bush, because if he does spot out JP, he's at risk of dying, right? So the only person who can do it comfortably is FlapTZ, especially around these neutral.
Sanji has a big power spike there with the glowing wand.
Looking for an angle, does not get it, and that's Carl TZ taking the purple. Team Liquid, they want to engage FlapTZ and just hiding away with the skill.
Nice cabling. Nice cabling.
No angle, they will not have a fight. Top lane though.
Benny gets dived.
In time SOD.
Okay.
Will not be committed. Oh, God.
Benny will lose his power, but not his life.
To escape, but they will have to sacrifice their third top lane.
Yeah, I mean, again, some really great motions. I mean, great micro coming in from Benny as we finally see first blood from Carl TZ against Few underneath the tier.
Finally, Few gets killed by Carl.
I believe they were. Both of them were bottom side of the map, 3 times already? Off-camera kill slightly there. But yeah, Carl TZ solo kill. The bottom side of the map.
I have to admit, Falcons AP Brand are playing this really, really well. It's sad that Few had to give away first blood, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, right? Because Carl TZ isn't accelerating as much as he wants to. Oh.
There's a taunt on towards Sanford here. Oh, final slash as well. Now into no man's land with the flicker, though. Sanford clutch. He escapes, and that is it. FCAP failing to find the equalizer.
Yep, just in the nick of time as well. We haven't seen JP use that ult just yet. We've been waiting for him to actually initiate these play, but Falcons AP Brand are opening him out, right? Utilizing FlapTZ to open up the map. Ogwen waiting for the right moment, especially until he gets that Thunderbelt before he gets a little bit more proactive. But it looks like Ogwen opted to go for the Oracle. He wants to make sure that even if he gets hit by the Divine Judgment, he might be able to get his final slash out before he dies.
I mean, I gotta say, right, Falcons AP Bren, they're playing this early, almost mid, very well. Because, again, going up against Assassin.
Oracle on R-Lord, huh?
They're translating into more wins as well, and now perhaps they want to commit.
Xbox already has 2 items.
The Terizla, but the Divine Judgment.
Super Marco gets pulled, but he will survive.
And again, no
Nobody dies.
from that clash.
Oh, where was Carl TZ? Oh, he was trying to steal the
Lol.
orange buff in the meantime. Wait, they don't know he's here.
Oh, let's see.
Lol, Carl. Lol.
He can steal this and then get away.
What the hell? He will actually take this one easily. LOL.
Daylight robbery, Grand Theft Orange, as we see. Oh,
okay. Ogwen.
LOL, Carl.
Range for that final slash, but again, it's a-okay. 1,000 gold lead still quite comfortable here for FCAP to have a foundation entering the mid game.
Now let's have a look at the item.
Claude will get killed here. Claude doesn't die. Uses the blessing to hit.
In a matter of fact, right? Even when we're looking at Sanford, he has not completed a single one. He is down 1.67k, and that's not, I mean, it should be expected because Xborg is the winning.
Carl will actually end up losing that orange. He's on orange.
Yeah, I think
He has to prioritize the purple buff over the orange. Oh, Benecutie gets solo killed by Few.
finds a solo now. They will contest again. Purple buff will fall still to Carl TZ. But what a solo.
Yep, and now,
Ooh.
I mean, Carl, he wants
And Few will pay, Few will pay with life for that.
A timing alongside Terizla as well.
But look at FCAP now. They're trying to burst the lot out.
JP, Sanford, Sanji.
Carl will not be making it in time. Yeah, that's a lot for FCAP.
TZ will have the first Lord in this game.
Yeah, I think they're
Just look at the tempo, man. Just look at how both of these teams are trying to control the tempo of the game.
Again, all things considered, Falcons AP Brand, they have survived that early. They lead in the mid.
Lol.
Okay, Sanji has the Divine Glaive, so that is peel and also penetration for Team Liquid coming defending the Lord.
Okay.
Few gets the dire hit boot now.
JP find an ideal target to Divine Judgment and pair it up with Sanji, right?
Yeah.
Because every time they get the mid trio together, Falcons AP Bren play around it every single time. So the only way to catch him off guard is to send Carl TZ to some other side of the map to give false hope to Falcons AP Bren to maybe disrespect the space.
Okay, Hunter on Carl.
See though, right? I mean, they are taking more space, of course, with this first Lord. Tier 2 top lane will not be defended, as even the jungles, man, the resources from side of Team Liquid will be taken out by FCAP, and Team Liquid no play yet.
Oh,
almost.
I mean, the idea was there. They're
Wow.
chunk out Few.
Carl is gonna lose out on his purple, huh?
By the SOD and instantly
FCAP are pressuring really well.
smart idea for the side of TLPH, but a very good read coming in from Few.
Yeah, let's see here. With the 4,500 gold lead, Falcons AP Bren, they are just so comfortable now that they're in the mid game, right? I mean, Claude here already with the almost 3 items. He opted for the Wind of Nature, though.
Yeah, and I think it's a good choice, right? Because whether or not he has the Trinity, it all depends on how far ahead Carl TZ, because he still is technically going to get one shot by that Cutthroat. If he has two items, maybe to guarantee it. Oh, Kyle, walk up just a wee bit further. Just a wee bit further.
Yeah, I mean, JP has a Flicker Divine Judgment here ready, but he will not pull the trigger just yet here. He does not want to waste such a good resource. Meanwhile, Carl TZ is also doing a cross-map play, even though they sacrificed the inner, basically.
Yeah, I mean, they've been dragging out this game for quite some time here. And again, we've only seen like one Divine Judgment actually come out from this game.
Yeah, and it was on towards, I think, a member like Ogwin, right? It wasn't really like on towards the Super Marco or on towards the Fuel. So let's see here, what can JP do with and give the impact towards the mid game?
This one isn't looking good for TLPH here.
Very much in control. They want to contest their purple buff again.
Okay, cancel play from JP.
They have a flank angle with Carl TZ, but
Nope. Carl is gonna lose out on another blue.
they're just waiting for a
Look to clear the minion wave.
Falcons AP Bren when they go on autopilot mode.
Okay.
Very low kill count game here, ladies and gentlemen. Out of all the 5 series, this is lowest. 12 minutes.
There will be a Lord spawning
Team Liquid.
right now, but Carl will be doing the split push. Oh, Few, will he get his revenge? Few, the answer is yes, he will get his revenge.
Red-handed, and yeah, Carl TZ will be taken out.
Unfortunate, the chains.
So that's another free Lord for FCAP.
Regular chains, and I mean, now that the changes onto Fanny, if you get CC'd, that steel cable is not going to pull you through no longer.
Yeah, that's a costly kill for the side of Team Liquid. Falcons AP Bren, they will snowball from this with the Lord. One as well, so expect more structures here to fall.
It's going to push into the late game, right? There's still plenty of high ground defense coming out from Team Liquid, and even Ogwin, right? Using that conceal aggressively just to...
This one isn't looking good for TLPH.
Ideal scenario, because the Lord hasn't even spawned until now.
It's going to be a little tough, though, for Carl TZ on this defense, right? Because you're a Vanny, you want to split push or you want to assassinate now. You're kind of just awkward there in the base, waiting for an opening, waiting for vision as well, especially he doesn't have the purple.
Yeah, and Falcons AP Brand make the read, right? They know that he's not going to show up on that Lord lane. They're hoping that he overextends down by bot side.
Let's see here. The third top lane will fall, and that will be all here from the side of FCAP. Surely, perhaps they want to pull the trigger on towards a fight. They want the mid. Lord taken care of. Will they pull the trigger is the question. Oh, still played by JP. It doesn't seem like they have that opening.
They don't want to risk it just yet, right? Because the counter engage is also very deadly from the side of Falcons AP Brand. If you see JP flicker forward, then you're expecting the final slash from Owen to pull him back. And I think that's what why TLPH
Really?
is very hesitant on a lot of these moves. They sacrifice an inhibitor turret just and they're waiting for Sanji to get to a point where he can just one-shot his targets without needing the setup from JP or even from Samford.
Yeah, but that's a pity though, right? I mean, yeah, with the Kajo, let's see here, they want the mid. FCAP, do they have enough firepower? The answer is no. Team Liquid will be able to clear that wave, but it's kind of a shame, right? You drafted a Kaja, but
Penny actually went for the entire anti-Kuraz. This game anti-Kuraz? Why?
Honest hero, it's a direct hero, and yeah, we have yet to see an impactful.
Why does Penny have anti-Kuraz this game?
Slow growing 7k lead from the side of Falcons AP Bread. They've got one more opportunity to try and crack open this base from the side of TLPH on this next floor, which is coming up in about 40 seconds, right? So I think that TLPH, until we see Benny QT actually finish off that Winds of Nature, they probably don't want to fight just yet. Samford, he's just going to be one giant block of health.
Why do you need anti-Kuraz and not Queen Swings?
But even he himself respects the raw damage from Super Marco because he's been supercharged, right? The difference between Super Marco and Betty QT in terms of gold is 4,000 gold.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And Benny, though, now that he has the Wind of Nature, expect Team Liquid to not
Lol, Carl.
in the base. Maybe even gamble taking the 50-50 wall, 70-30 for Falcons AP Bren on this Lord. But doesn't seem like there are motions in the side of Team Liquid.
Do they want to leave this for them? I guess they should, right? Because if they walk up too far, then there's not enough places to run. It's not like they have a lead as well. Once they hit the 42k mark, then it slowly starts to stabilize. But with this Lord push, they've almost guaranteed at least one more inhibitor turret.
Let's see. With this Lord, Team Liquid again conceding the neutral.
Lol, Carl.
Yeah, Carl TZ, without the purple, has been just going crazy with the cables on his base.
He's underneath the fountain. He's just bored as heck. He's just waiting for Falcons AP Brent to start pushing in, and then the high ground defense actually.
You know what, guys? Carl can at least say, even though I don't have my purple, I'm not a walking fan still. At least he can say that.
Restabilize in their base. Lord marching top side.
Lord is marching from the top. Yep.
Here with the clear, FCAP can they crack that mid open? Ogwen has the flicker.
Okay, very nice. Eternal Guard will be busted down immediately. Only one minion. They have to respond to the Lord though. Penny just went out of the base looking for looking to clear the minions. Will this be a base lock?
Finds the burst damage as well.
Nah, this is GG's. Yep, GG's. GG's. 3-2.
FCAP, they have match.
Man, nope.
Nicely done by Ogwen. Really nicely done. Sees the win condition, knows that Sanji is supposed to be the main damage combo component for TLPH. Flickers in final slash.
They're getting smashed.
Execute for the side of.
Welcome to the jam.
They're gonna walk by. Look at that trophy.
Yeah, this game was a landslide. TLPH didn't get to do shit.
Man, I mean, after all that, Falcons AP Bren still are going to be able to claw their way in game number 5 to hopefully take this out. Right? 5, right? Okay, because you were looking at me and I was like, I'm doubting myself now. Is it 5? Okay, it is 5. But again, what a game. What did you guys think about that? Fredrin in the jungle is still a viable option?
situational.
Yeah, I think that the situation calls for it, right? When we look at the stats, it'll make a lot more sense.
Okay.
Because again, a lot of the interactions coming up from the side of TLPH, they're very worried about the counter engage.
Now TLPH has to win 2 games.
Of CC and a lot of flickers to make sure that it doesn't get that initial pull and displaces that front line.
And it worked.
Bro, I am hungry as fuck, man. I need to eat something.
It was sad, right? Because all throughout this entire series, the Kaja was always banned out, and the moment he's gonna be able to pick up the Kaja, there's absolutely zero impact to it.
I mean, there's a factor that I think they overthink the early game. They should have just gone with the Flicker, Divine Judgments here and there, looking for openings, risk it, then technically doing nothing with the Kaja. And I expected more aggression from the side of Team Liquid, especially with the Fanny in composition. With
How many games left?
and as well as Vixana.
Well,
You can see it right now, I guess. It's
because Benny QT and Sanford clearly do not have the
at max it will be 2 more games. At the shortest it will be 1 more game.
You have to have Carl T's.
FCAP needs to win 1 more to win the championship, and TLPH needs to win 2.
Farm that information. And number 1, FCAP TZ not only winning.
Oh man, this was a pretty dog shit game. Few, I really like the itemization on Few though.
On top of the flicker to get
Nobody can fucking argue with me that Starlium Scythe is the best item for Julian.
He was just everywhere opening.
Most of these noobs aren't building that Starlium Scythe. That is the best item on Julian.
Anytime Carl TZ can go in and look for an opening and find a trade in that sense.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Ogwin had the Ogwin in this particular game, if you had to decide which was the most boring game for him, this would probably be the one. Because early game as an Arlet, you want to trade actively, get people. He didn't do none of that, right? He gave barely any information over to TLPH. He's making sure that he's covering specifically Super Marco so that TLPH don't extend the lead off of Benny QT because they know that Sanford's in a losing lane. So all you got to do is make sure, hey, I see Sanji walking over. Let's back up. Let Super Marco calm down, back up. Yep, thank you very much. All right, let's do it all over again.
That was practically his job description in that game. Very true. And also what's interesting is Few actually giving the far lane job, right? He knows that Carl TZ, the assassin, will like to do split push, and Few, the one hero that can burst that Fanny down, was Few.
And that's why Few is going to be the idol of the kids, right? And one of the more unique things that we saw from him very early on, running down to the bottom side of the lane, knowing that Carl TZ is going to try and go for a split push using those iframes, and considering how many times he's interacted with Carl TZ at like 2 to 3 levels down, he survived a majority of them only dying once.
Yeah, and also he got that crucial kill on towards Carl TZ, right? That surprise kill that really started the snowball for the side of Falcons AP Bren. And Team Liquid, take a look at the graph. It's very, very direct. And Super Marco, 0 kills, 0 deaths, but 6 assists. Almost a James Bond moment there.
A big James Bond moment.
Almost.
Almost.
That was
MVP
it.
for Super Marco. I think it's interesting the way that he opted for his emblem choices, right? There was a tenacity as one of his sub-emblems.
Yeah, no, the tenacity is important just in case he happens to get picked by the Divine Judgment like we saw in the earlier stages of the game when he goes in for that big blazing duet. We thought something was going to happen, but everybody walks away with only a single kill coming in for Falcons AP Bren. It just goes to show that, you know, emblems in the early game really do make the difference for the play style of these sorts of marksmen where it's high risk, high reward.
I agree. He could have gone for something a little bit more aggressive, but he understood that there was a lot of risk involved in his lane. So he opted for something a little bit more safer, and I mean, he didn't die a single time.
Yeah, I mean, we can't complain, right? If you're a gold laner, you don't die, you can't really complain. Positioning-wise, very well, but I think my MVP is Few. I think he was the anchor. Well, not the anchor in this. He was a spearhead that FCAP needed.
Baiting out these spells, considering the way that FCAP played, definitely brought out a previous season meta that they're very comfortable with. You could see that every single one of their movements across the map had intent and as well as purpose. You don't catch them autopiloting as they walk around, and that's what Carl TZ was hoping for so badly. Just one moment for him to look for that one shot.
Didn't get it.
He was the one getting one-shotted.
Yeah, because of Few.
It's tough because when you look at a game like that, it's like it is the most uninteractive game until the very final moment where Owen is like, okay, it's time to end this. Say no more. Flicker, final slash, Sanji, too bad.
Yeah, that's what it took. That's what it took. And I think, you know, recalling back to MSC semifinals, it was a 3-1, right? In favor of Falcons AP brand.
Yes.
So essentially, there is already a.
Why would they pick Why would they pick Moscow? Because Moscow is like Moscow is the most meta marksman right now, alongside Roger. That's why.
Usually does. We'll see after the break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. See you after.
Bro, there is nothing better than the Moscow. Arguably, there's only one hero right now in the meta that is better than Moscow, which is Roger. But even if the Roger is better than Moscow, it is not that much better.
KJ. Okay, so
It is like 19 to 20.
korang akan tengok dekat screen sebab kita akan main game trivia. Each of you guys akan jawab satu.
Nah, not really.
Okay. Siapa nak go dulu? Paling cepat angkat tangan, dia dapat soalan pertama.
Moscow is crazy as fuck right now.
Angkat tangan. Okay, dia. Yang dua ni macam malu je, jangan malu. Okay, ready? Can we please have the question on the screen?
Damn, Rose.
Hari ini, soalan pertama adalah, Aulus is from the what mountains? Is it A, Shusway, B, Lantis, C, Argent, or D, Surian?
No idea.
A, B, C, D.
B.
B, betul ke guys? Salah ke betul? Korang tahu ke tak tahu? Suka hati je cakap Okay, you nak lock in your answer ke?
Saya lock.
Confident?
InsyaAllah.
Alright, can we please see the right answer please? Pandai! Okay, congratulations. Okay, yang ni, dua dia. Okay, scissor paper stone.
I didn't know that one.
Dia akan dapat
A, no. It was B.
scissor, paper, stone.
Huh?
Okay. Ready? Tengok soalan?
Well, look at all these boys being shorter than Rose.
Which of the following is not a quote from Popol and Koopa? Don't go away. Our game isn't over. These people
This is D.
go Koopa. Koopa? What the dog doing?
What the dog doing?
Okay.
What the dog doing?
Easy ke? Ni kalau salah, satu kuil si Timur gelap. Apa?
D.
D.
Purple, what the dog doing? What the fuck?
Okay, nak lock. Lock. Okay. Can we see the answer? Nice. Okay, jap. You stay kat sini. Tadi dia tolong. So, kalau apa-apa, dia need to call a friend. You akan bantu dia. Okay? Ready? Okay. Takut tak? Takut ke? Macam takut je. Okay, jangan takut What is Grok's favorite pastime activity?
Huh?
Is it sleeping, singing?
Oh, no. Grok likes sleeping. Yeah, it is sleeping.
Perlu bantuan tak?
C.
C, singing. Go.
Huh?
Betul. What do you think?
Grok likes sleeping.
C, betul. Is it wrong? Is it right? Can we please see the answer? Oh, one more chance. What is Grok's favorite pastime activity?
How the fuck are these people not getting this one?
Tidur.
A.
So, A ke B? Dia suka nyanyi ke tidur?
A.
Guys, bantu dia. Tidur ke nyanyi? Nyanyi. You percaya diri you ke you percaya dorang?
Dorang.
So you nak lock in jawapan dorang? Alright. In 3, 2, 1. Hala,
Brock likes sleeping. It was so obvious. This is the reason why you don't play the fucking game in bullshit language. You play the fucking game in English.
best of 7 series ni. Jangan pergi ke mana-mana because an intense battle is about to begin.
Okay, I guess this might be the final game. Coming right up.
Waited all night for me to come back. Why'd you think that it's not alright? Told you that I'm not that type. Didn't mean to kiss.
Championship point, ladies and gentlemen, in Quill City Mall, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, for the grand finals of the Snapdragon Pro Series Season 5. It looks like we're going to game number 6 to see whether or not the Falcons AP Bren, the M5 World Champions, are going to be able to close this series out. Or will it be another gruesome battle from TLPH to even out the score? And obviously here, it's getting a lot more interesting, especially for Gideon, who has been such a big advocate for TLPH.
Look, I still believe that TLPH has an opportunity to turn this around, but macro-wise, after looking at that game,
yeah,
Falcons to AP Bread, if they see TLPH bring a benchmark strat, one of their key strategies playing around a particular combination, they seem to have a couple of answers towards it. So it really just boils down to the draft.
Let's see, right? I mean, the chess match before the game, what will happen here? Because we saw in the previous game already adjustments, right? Ling was banned from the first pick. They were, what? Again, Fanny brought up in that last pick as well. Peredrin in the jungler position. So a lot of already
Let's see, guys.
box draft from both teams.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of a triangle choke, right? I mean, these guys, they literally took away the farm. They took away the economy from the side of TLPH. They looked at that spearhead and were like, you know what? We're going to go for your elbows. We're going to go straight for the throat. We're going to slowly choke you out until you have no other option but to tap out.
Is this not what we expected, though? Is this not what we were expecting from both of these teams walking to a full best of 7? Just really them circling around everything, pulling out all the ace cards up their sleeves, giving them the best shot with whatever surprise factor that is for them.
I mean, after the first 3 games, not really, because they were throwing haymakers at each other. But now we're seeing a lot of feints, right? Whoever makes that first mistake, they snowball that one mistake and really stretch out that inch of advantage into miles, yards, kilometers.
Yeah, I mean, it shows that both teams they are able to handle like an action-packed game or even a technical, more technical game like the previous game. And of course, Kaltizi, he shows that he can perform on the Assassins and can rock that Frederick.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to do it again. Again, it was very situational. It's very based on whether or not Kaja is going to get purposefully let through. But Falcons AP Bread have been changing it up every single time. And so far, we've seen both of these teams win 2 games each in a row. If that pattern continues, that means Falcons AP Bread will be the new SPS champs.
We'll see. As we enter the drafts, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 6. We do see that Team Liquid Philippines, they do have the blue side, and Falcons AP Bread the red. Roger going to be picked up first and foremost here with the Zas being banned out by FCAP.
Usual, right? Team Liquid, we expected this. They really like to circle around, revolve around the Roger. Is a flex pick with Falcons AP Brand. One of the hero that was Edith likes to be banned in the first phase. Let go. They will take it away.
Wow, man, this Julian win rate continues to, like, it's 61% considering how often it's been picked up.
That's a lot.
I thought it'd be closer towards that 50% mark, but it still hasn't dropped from 60 just yet. Now, TLPH, they see this and they're like, oh man, we banned out the Fanny, but it's a good thing because now that they have Julian, it does bring a couple of other options. I'm curious to see whether Carl TZ is maybe even considering picking up the Hayabusa this game to try to play that early game strat that they've been known to do throughout the group stage and the earlier sections of playoffs.
That and Zushin, right? I mean, Zushin is also a possibility here. Perhaps for Team Liquid now that Edith is already locked in. So let's hear Team Liquid will lock in the Arlet and the Zushin.
Okay, I actually kind of like this. A flex pick for the side of TLPH, a strong anchor in this Jushin, making sure that Julian is forced to use the enhanced swords more often than not, rather to get away compared to engaging very hard and sustaining.
Okay, but it looks like Moskov is going to be the final pick for Falcons AP Bren in the first phase of the drafts as we start to enter the second. And technically, both of these teams hold a fair amount of flex, right? I mean, technically for TLPH earlier on, we did see that the Julian could be flexed. Will we
Once again, it's Julian or Roger actually gets picked up by TLPH. Good. I think this will be a Carl TZ Roger.
Rock in the Beatrix, but this does still see and say that the Roger can still be placed in that gold lane and the Hayabusa banned out.
This is a beautiful read coming in from Falcons AP Bren, right? Because that means the fact that they're banning out Natan, they have a sneaking suspicion.
Wait, Natan?
Might actually go into the gold lane, so they're really gonna.
Actually, yeah, you know, that's a really nice ban onto the Natan. Natan just flat out fucking bullies Moscow out of everything existent.
Then Falcons AP Bren are in a great spot.
Natan literally, like, Natan doesn't let Moscow play the game. That's a really good ban. I like it.
And Natan, yeah, that can demolish.
Whoever the fuck that is drafting for FCAP, for sure they know their game.
Terizla?
Yeah, I think they want to have the Terizla picked up for themselves, but they also want Falcons to answer the question. What is it? Where is this Julian going to go? Give us some form of an idea. But Falcons AP Brand, they can easily go for the Terizla on their side, but then TLPH can instantly respond with an X-Borg if they wanted to.
Because remember, right? I mean, even if, let's say, Falcons AP Brent pick up something like the Terizla, we've seen that the Jushin was so great at maneuvering around this Terizla. And technically, if the Terizla gets picked up, then that's Edith in the roam too. So it's not a fair share like something like a Tigreal that has a lot more lockdown. But they don't do it. They don't take the bait. They're going to pick up the Thamus instead. Team Liquid PH with the X-Work being banned out. Does Thamus win lane against the Terizla?
It does at level 1, and it's under a couple of conditions, right? It really depends what the focus of the Terizla is supposed to be, whether it's wave clear looking to rush level 2 as early as possible, or whether or not he's willing to give priority over to the Thamus at level 1 so that he minimizes the trade when he can get stronger at level 2. But at this point in time, I made a mistake earlier about calling out on the X-War, which was banned out by the side of TLPH, which is why Falcons AP Brenner are more comfortable taking the Thamus in this sector. But TLPH need to consider a couple of things. Even if Arlet goes into that side of the map, yes! Now they have playmaking capabilities. They have a way to punish anybody who dives a little too hard with the help of that Ruby, and still, it doesn't give much information about the lane match.
A really nice pickup on the Ruby. So that is Benny QT on the Ruby, and
Falcon AP Bren.
Like I said, it will be Carl on the Roger.
Julian will go to the jungle, and they have to secure a strong mid laner here. I sniff a Lilia against a Ruby, against an Arlet, against an Alpha, a hero that can and want to engage you up close and personal. Lilia can be that solution.
I think they need high ground, right? I think they need high ground because technically at this point, everyone from the side of Falcons AP Brand, they're very in it to win it, go big or go home type of heroes, right? They need to go up close and personal against the Ruby. But it looks like they're going to be picking up the Fredrin once again. Julian in the mid lane. It's highly punishable by this composition that Team Liquid have brought to the table.
I'm not 100% sure whether this Fredrin was actually the correct choice here. I guess they could. No, it's difficult to find any kind of setup for this Julian in the side lane, so putting him in the mid lane is going to opt to say, hey, we don't mind giving you that pressure, but at the same time, when we have this Edith, hopefully that's going to be the difference maker in terms of finding that priority.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 10 hero that will enter the Land of Dawn for our potentially final game.
Yeah, championship point once again for Falcons AP Bren. With a very interesting draft that they have brought, they are willing to double down on this Fredrin as a utility jungler once again. It was able to work out before, but will it work out the second?
Another Fredrin pick, huh?
We'll tell as once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go into the Land of Dawn for the next game in this best of 7 series.
Is everybody ready? This is championship point. It's going to be TLPH on the blue side up against FCAP on the red. And if Falcons AP Bren win this match, they win it all to be crowned the new champions here at the Snapdragon Pro Series. Good luck to both of our competitors.
Yeah, may the best team win. Team Liquid PH and a Falcons AP Bren now. A quick check on towards the...
Wait, what?
Oh, okay, Warcry for Roger.
Wait, hold on. How did... Wait, no. Few as well as Owen don't have any EXP. Did Few end up missing a minion because of that leash? I can't say that for sure, but in the meantime, Sanji already at level 2 at this point of time, which we've seen the first interaction on the top side. Samford doesn't mind trading heavily against Flap TZ, and again, this all depends on the position of his Molten Sights.
See, there are I think both teams now, they want to show more...
Oh, man!
In the early game, Puri Turtle as well. On the other side, Ogwin and Super Marco, they want to somehow trade against Benny.
Oh, the Lycan Pass forcing the flicker out of there. Benny, if he had Purify, he probably would have moved backwards, and he doesn't mind actually absorbing the damage. But here we go. Kyle TZ, wait, cut away! Kyle TZ getting chunked a little by Carl. That true damage is going to come in handy, but at the same time, Fredrin, very sustainable in the early game.
Very good recovery there by Falcons AP Bren. Turtle is up soon, so yeah, I think that's going to be their main focus. But Sanji and JP, I think their combination is going to be nasty in the mid.
Yeah, and they're going to leave JP the entire mid wave so that he can hit level 4 or get...
Wait a minute, then who the fuck is Golden?
Sanji, the Sansan duo, is going to be sitting up on top side to hit level 4.
Wait, they actually picked up an Alpha. The Alpha is really good against Fredrin. That's a really good pickup.
Compensation just yet though. So yeah, it will be just Team Liquid winning.
Man, I need to know what happened in that early stage of the game because both Ogwin as well as Few have not hit level 4. So at some point they ended up losing a couple of minions, maybe to a trade, maybe to an interaction. It's tough to say, but Sanford actually doing a very good job.
Sanford is like Sanford is a whole level up on Flap.
Invasive. But no, don't
include Warcry on Thamus.
But it seems like no follow-up. Just Carl TZ is also in that fray. So
the TLPH are controlling the tempo really nicely. Few is dead. Good. So is Sanji. And Flap will fall as well, I think. Okay, no, Flap survives barely. Nobody else will die there, no.
To survive just in time, and we finally see the Sky Piercer purchase from
Sky Piercer, huh? On Benny.
Interaction, it's a 1-for-1, and Few, it was Few for, yeah, both mid laners, right? Technically taken out, so that's an equal trade, even balance as well. And you can see here, oh, in the mid side, it's a 2-for-1.
Oh, Few, he's trying to get back into underneath the tower with the flicker. Nice play from JP, forcing Few and as well as Kyle to lose their battle spells. A 2-for-1.
Oh, how he wished that Few has no flicker that time, but oh, it's gonna.
That was crazy from JP.
Vision here for his team as well, telling that yeah, Kyle TZ is taking his purple buff. So what are we gonna do? Again, top lane has not been touched. Meanwhile, Roger and Moskov also here. Not much action here. They're just chilling, they're just farming.
I mean, with those missing battle spells, TLPH can opt to maybe go for an invade at this point in time. Look at the pressure that they're generating down on this bot side, and they are more than happy to actually team fight against Falcons AP Bren now.
see here again. I think Falcons AP Bren, they will concede on this turtle take. Even they will not re-engage. Oh, I may be wrong.
Yep, and here we go. The Amp Offender onto Ogun once more, forcing him to flicker. The only one left who actually has it in this match. The rest are all currently on cooldown as Sanji giving a taste. Wait, hold on. Sanji getting chunked out, forced to use his ult to reposition himself. Hitting Kyle, he's able to tank a lot of damage, but this 3v2 situation here, and Ogun doesn't have his flicker. Forced to use the Primal Wrath to actually initiate, but here comes Super Marco as well. JP still being a nuisance. Sanford finds the kill onto Ogun's side as Flap now getting into the mix. Procs his Warcry and his Vengeance as well. Appraises Wrath dodge by Sanford. An amazing play as Benny QT finds one, looking for a second. Sky Pierce.
Okay, Benny Cutie going crazy, man. I told you guys, like, never let the Roger free. Roger is gonna fucking snowball the game. Oh, nice spear up Alpha out of the tower.
With that SOD. But yeah, Team Liquid, again, a very healthy 2,500 gold lead already established. And now, what does it say? Structure will be their main priority, especially the bottom side.
Yeah, I mean, hold on, the final slash pushes Ogun away. Sanji doesn't have enough mana to actually double up on the stacks on Ogun, so they can't reposition. That tier 1 down bot side has been sacrificed by Falcons AP Bren. Super Marco, I guess he was scared of trying to defend it. He could have gotten dove under turret because there was no information on the map.
Yeah, now Falcons AP Bren, they're struggling. They're punching air, looking for compensation. Let's see here, perhaps on the third turtle later on, they might have a say and they might strike back. Team Liquid, though, very, very comfortable lead, I have to say. And of course, yeah, Benny with the 2 kills added to his name. Benny can snowball. Windtalker and Skypiercer, so that's
this game is getting interesting now. Kyle actually picks up the Thunder Belt onto the Fred Reyna.
Also losing his flicker while in the mid lane. Flap Easy has to use his
Flap will die. No, man, Flap is just barely surviving all these engages.
He's eventually going to run out of mana here, but Sanji is getting a lot of value repositioning. Oh no! The Spirit of Alpha does not connect on towards Kyle's side. Carl is currently 2 levels ahead of Kyle at this point in time, unless Ogun has something to say.
See, it seems like Team Liquid, though, have more control.
That will be another free turtle for Liquid PH. Will it be? Oh no. Kyle is okay. Nice bet. Kyle is dead. Yeah, man. Roger, guys. What did I tell you guys about Roger?
Snowball lead is going to extend, forcing the enhanced swords for Few to get the heck out of there. The Zhu Xin is really teaching him a bit of forcing medicine that he didn't want to taste.
I mean, 2 minutes ago, it was just a 2k gold lead. They have doubled their lead in economy in the span of 2 minutes. And take a look at the structure as well. Mid tier 1. Man, if your mid tier 1 is down below minute number 9, that's not a good sign.
It really isn't. And Sanji, he's not going to reposition anybody. He needs to recharge on his mana. And in the meantime, Benny QT clears and saves the top tier 1 and also completes his endless battle.
Yeah, things might be worse here for Falcons AP Bren in the coming minutes. We are now entering the mid game, folks, and yeah, Team Liquid, they are just hammering Falcons AP Bren currently. So let's see here. Adjustments maybe, but they need more items for Super Marco.
Yeah, Super Marco hasn't even completed his DHS yet. JP being very aggressive.
Oh, very nice. I'm offended, but Few will use the enhanced sword to get out of that.
Enhanced sword. Sanford unfortunately does not connect to the final slash, and you can just see that once TLPH has the advantage, they will stop at nothing.
Yeah, again, Team Liquid being very proactive around the map here. Even Carl TZ against Carl TZ earlier. It shows that, yeah, Carl TZ just respects Carl TZ a lot in that mid. And yeah, for now, all structure here for inside of Team Liquid is still standing, though top lane is very weak. So
my god, man, my head is hurting a lot. Actually, Liquid PH have built up a 5k gold lead.
Again, this is all because TLPH have that 5k lead. A single bad fight could mean the end of all their outer tier turrets. Now this purple buff getting contested as Carl extends his lead to 4 levels ahead of Kyle. Ooh, luckily Kyle is able to win the Retribution battle there, but that's totally fine because now they know he doesn't have Retri, they get a free Lord.
Yeah, exactly, the bait out, right? Well, Few will escort this minion top lane, finding compensation. They concede yet another neutral objective.
And with that being said, the completion of the brute force breastplate, it's 3 items for the side of Carl TZ. He's got more than enough CDR to have like a, what, 13? No, 15-second cooldown on that Spear of Alpha?
Yeah, I think so. And just playing around with the passive as well is the way to go for the Alpha here. Now, First Lord though. Falcons AP Bren, I'm sure they have enough resources to take him down here before touching the inhibitors. But if Team Liquid force a fight and finds an opening, that might not be the case.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes. Oh wait, I forgot. Carl is actually level 15. It's even shorter. It's like 12 seconds before he uses that Spear of Alpha. And you can see that Sanji just using the lantern, making sure that FCAP can't even protect him.
Okay, Sanji, another nice choke slam, and there goes Slap. But Thamos just feels so squeezy these days, man.
Might be.
Ogwen is gonna die now too.
Proper Snowball Ogwen will try.
Yeah, here comes Benny. Rawr. Easy kill.
Just walks by his side.
This game is done for. AP Brain aren't winning this.
They had nothing, but at the very least, on the opposite side of the map, they're getting a little bit.
Roger is just too crazy, and he's going for a Blade of Despair. I like it.
Gets the final slash off of him. He was in a lot of trouble because he's already used all of his abilities, and Sanford just beating him down to a pulp.
Oh my god, that killing animation on Julian.
Showing the dominance from that EXP lane.
Julian dies in a 1v1 against Arlord.
They have, again, a chance to take more resources.
This is crazy.
Falcons AP Bren, they're behind a bunch of gold, right? Almost at a 10k mark, and of course, they will sacrifice the tier 2 top lane.
And this is going to set up for a checkmate angle, because that's a BOD completed by Benny QT. If he's not getting these kills, I don't know what's wrong with it. Because it's almost impossible at this point, right? Falcons AP Brand, if they lose an inhibitor, and they're already losing their Magic Sentry at the same time, this next Lord push is going to be devastating.
One good news, though, for Falcons AP Bren, Super Marco, technically online, right? Corrosion, Golden Staff, and DHS, it's ready. Falcons AP Brand, that's also a reason why they are not turtling their base, looking for openings, looking for potential openings off of the back of Super Marco.
I think the hardest part is that they can't seem to get past JP. He's been making some incredible plays in the early game here so far. Falcons AP Brand, if they clump up too close together, the I'm Offended is going to get more value than it should.
Well, let's see again. On the other side, though, quite contrast. Oh, Purple Bug Invasion?
Ooh, they're going to get it, JP.
Oh, another amazing. I'm offended by JP, man, on 2 man. Even though those are like two of the tanky members, but it doesn't matter. When your team is ahead, you guys are gonna win. This is game. We are actually going for final game. This is over.
You blink, you miss. 4v1.
Oh, yeah. This is over. We are going for final game. He's gonna clear the minion. Oh, he doesn't even clear the minion. This is over.
GG, well played. A clean game by TLPH.
Yeah, I was feeling TLPH.
Both teams are now sitting at match point as we're going all the way.
Guys, anybody still watching the stream right now? Welcome. I'm Champ. These games are going to way too. These are like way too interesting, and I'm kind of sick today, so I'm not talking that much. Chat is also not moving, but the poll is still going on. Just vote for whoever the team that you guys think are gonna win. Cast your vote.
I mean, I gotta say, like,
regardless, these are some amazing games that we are watching or witnessing. This is an amazing time to be an MLBB player.
I think we even talked about the Rui being picked in. It was a really great.
Sadly for India, MLBB is like still banned technically because Moontun Moontun cannot put their name behind the game, and since all that bullshit that India did, Moontun actually pulled out of India.
And then we had.
So yeah, we are never getting anything. I mean, we are not getting anything really soon regarding ML. It's not Moontun's fault. We cannot blame them. Anyways, guys, like the stream. Thank you.
FCAP that time.
This is going to be the final game coming up in a little bit. And do subscribe to the channel if you wanna watch me suffer in my rank games as well in the near future. Yeah, that's all.
And yeah, with the coordination,
I'm not feeling that good today. I will not be able to continue the stream after the final ends. I'll have to go and probably I'll get some sleep.
Because Sanford for the longest time was taking a backseat. Oh, I gotta play the Edith. I gotta play things that like sets up for the rest of the night.
I don't have my face cam set up. Otherwise, I would just like put it on. My head is like literally killing me.
Wouldn't imagine it because again,
That's yeah, that's a good Roger build, man. If you're trying to snowball, that is the build you use.
every single time, Sanford, it feels like he's played this matchup 100 times.
But there was an important observation that I saw in the first few minutes of the game. It wasn't FlapTZ in lane with Sanford, but they actually opted to go for a different rotation. It was actually a few on the Julian that was clearing out in the EXP lane, and it was the Edith and the Thamus that were controlling the mid lane. Why? What was that rotation?
Oh, I'm not. That's why I wasn't 100% sure. When Fuse started walking into the lane and he was only level 1, it begs the question: what exactly happened there? Right? He gave up the entirety of the EXP side, and then again, that early motion might have costed FCAP this game. You know, I don't know. We're gonna have. Hopefully, we get to see it in the highlights to have a better idea. But when we look at the stats, it's very dominating towards TLPH's side.
Very one-sided, right? TLPH very different from the previous game. It's more direct here. Team Liquid, they were able to dictate and control most of the fights, most of the rotations as well.
What the hell?
Within their identity, right? Aggressive FCAP, they were driven to TLPH's game this time.
It's just the symphony
Yeah.
of the composition of TLPH. I think it was a little bit too difficult for Falcons AP Brand, honestly.
I think it really comes down to who makes that very first mistake at this point, right? We've come to a point in the game where it's not about like, oh, both of us are making blunders, who can adapt better to these mistakes. It's more so, we're trying to play as perfect as possible, and whoever makes that first mistake, they're never going to let it go. Because look at this graph. It's not even remotely close.
Snowball, right? That's the story here for most matches, most games, and this is one of the prime example where early game it was favorable towards the Team Liquid side, and they carry it. They carry it towards the mid. They play perfectly, no angle, very tight as well. Falcons AP Bren with the composition that they have, they cannot find an opening.
Yep, give it to my boy, TLPH, one and only Sanford in EX. 40 has done a really good job here because as much as JP is the one initiating this fight, Sanford is the guaranteed either executioner and more so the insurance policy if things start to get out of hand. Because that final slash is such a big game changer. Oh, you're about to reinforce your front line, and once again, how about we sweep them underneath the rug?
And it also pays into synchronization of Sanji, right? He's waiting in the back line, waiting for that opportunity, and the facilitation for Sanford's plays just makes his job a lot easier.
That's, and of course, to add to that, right, Benny is just free farming, free hitting after that mid as well. After this double kill from that early, he knows that he has that advantage, and yeah, they will take most fights. It was actually FCAP struggling to find the right fights, and of course here is also another kill towards Benny.
Casual solo kill. Casual solo kill, you know, as we like to expect it. But I think that FCAP, unfortunately, were unable to find the right tempo against TLPH because eventually the economy lead was too big. And I think towards the mid game, they kept on losing their battle spells, which is really the big game changer here, right? Because Few and Ogwen, without their battle spells, they can't make super significant plays. If Ogwen flickers forward with an Earth Shatter, maybe even an Onward, it's very difficult for Few to actually follow up, knowing that the final slash or maybe even the I'm Offended is coming immediately after.
Very sharp execution here, I have to say, from the side of Team Liquid. It's a best of one. It was a best of an hours ago. Now it comes down to a best of one.
Yeah, we're back to championship point for both of these teams. And it's great, right? It's great because the last time that both of these teams met, it felt like it was very one-sided for a particular team, right? Whether it be for Echo back in the day at MPLPH, or it was Falcons AP Bren at MSC. So both of these teams breaking barriers, I would say, here at Snapdragon Pro Series.
Hello.
Any further, we are going to go to a short break because, you know, both of these teams really need the time to figure things out. Remember, one game, our final game in the grand finals of Snapdragon.
Look at Gideon though.
See you after this break.
Such a clown, that Gideon. Oh man, we are taking another break, man. Get over with this already. I need to sleep. Okay, we are only taking a 5-minute break. That's good. Mm. Mm-hmm.
I can feel it in my bones, yeah. I can feel it in my bones. I've been waiting for this moment. All my life I've been waiting. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Ain't nothing gonna stop me now. Cause I was born for this moment.
My head is really hurting me. Wow.
We're gonna play the trivia game again, and now
I know that fucking trivia bullshit. Please.
From the Quill City Mall. So, can I know your name, please?
Adib.
Adib, you're from Malaysia?
Yeah.
Alright, how about you?
Fikri.
Fikri.
Mashita.
Mashita. Okay, so now Adib, Fikri, and Mashita gonna play the trivia game. I'm gonna show the question up in the screen, and you're gonna have to answer the question, alright? Okay, now let's go to the first question. For the first question, God's ultimate Mystic Gust can hit up to blah 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 times 12,
16?
B 10, C 16, D 20.
Is it 16?
I guess 20.
20 seconds. You want to lock that answer?
Times. I think A.
A, so it's only 12. Okay, are A are the right answer? Oh, it's wrong.
I think it is 16.
Okay, how many times?
16.
16 times.
Yeah.
Okay, are C are the right answer?
Yup. I know my heroes.
For the second question, are you ready? Okay, let's show on the screen.
I know my heroes, guys.
For the second question is Alpha is a pure cyborg made by laboratory. 1718, but who was his creator? A. Omega. B. Professor Eruditio. C. Octavius. D. Sigma.
I think it is.
B. So it's gonna be Professor Eruditio. You want to lock that answer?
I think that is correct.
Answer.
I mean, sorry. It is Octavius, isn't it? I don't know. Can it be Omega? I'm not sure.
So it's Octavius.
Octavius? No, Octavius is the Spider-Man villain.
Are the correct answer?
Okay, no, it is Octavius. Damn.
You got it.
I don't know the alpha lore.
The only ladies. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Show the third question. Which of these hero skills scale of lifesteal? A. Ixia. B. Farsia.
Ixia?
Dyrot. And D. Kufra.
Scales of lifesteal, it is Ixia.
C. Dyrot. Are Dyrot are the correct answer.
No, Dairat scales up physical. It is Ixia. Ixia's passive scales up with lifesteal.
A. Easier.
Ixia. Ixia are the correct answer.
Yeah. Ixia's passive actually scales with lifesteal.
Prize from us. Thank you. And now, before we go to the final game, Malaysia, I want to hear your voice one more time. When I say Malaysia, you say boleh. Malaysia? Malaysia?
Boleh.
All right, awesome. I'll see you on the last game or the grand final game. Thank you.
Woo. Why did my phone go? Okay.
Championship point for both of the Filipino powerhouses, Falcons AP Bren and Team Liquid Philippines. We're live now from Quill City Mall, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and the lights are turning on as it is about to get on here as well in the grand finals. Will it be Falcons AP Bren securing the championship, or will it be Team Liquid Echo to be able to bag in that 62,000 USD cash prize?
We started the challenge finals with 12 teams. One game away, we will find out who will take it all.
Now, the waters have been rough here. The tides and waves are huge, but only one of these teams can decide their fate and grasp their destiny as we go right into the final game of today. TLPH gonna take red side with Falcons AP Bren on the blue.
Chip Zask has been banned out by Team Liquid Philippines here, and it looks like Edith and the Minotaur are also going to be respected away from TLPH by Falcons AP Bren. Julian goes out as well, so this leaves a very different scenario as what we were used to from the previous games.
Yeah, Ling instantly banned from the side of Team Liquid means that Zhu Shin as well as that Roger is up and available. Falcons AP Bren though, they will take the Roger and leave it up on it. And Alpha instantly picked up.
I love the fact that TLPH are like, all right, it's the very final game. We got to play comforts. Let's get the alpha straight away, but let's also make sure that we have the Arlet to ensure that if JP does get targeted down, we have some form of counterplay.
Yeah, that's a very good flex for that Arlet. Falcons AP Bren, will they lock in the Moskov? But just to eliminate that option here, Roger Jungle rather, is that the approach that they're going for?
Let's find out, because we're seeing the Jushin get locked in for the side of Falcons AP Bren. Do they want to pair the glue super early on? Probably not, because the Farmist hasn't been banned or shown by TLPH. Wow. They're going to take the Tigreal super quick.
A lot more playmaking.
Tigreal? Falcons are getting a Tigreal, huh?
Gets picked first up in the first phase for TL.
Fanny gets banned out.
I think they overlooked this pick, right? I mean, yeah, with the Tiger already locked in, that just supplements the Natan pick. And wow, what a fast ban here from both teams.
Oh, Florin gets banned. What the fuck are this draft?
Well, I mean, this Natan definitely outscales the Roger, but I'm curious to know why exactly the Natan was picked up. It could have been the Moskov for all intents and purposes, and it's not like the Moskov hasn't been doing well throughout the entire tournament. Natan doesn't usually get picked up, and we even saw the win rate being below abysmal this time round.
I think we can blame that on the group stages, right?
Yeah.
Like we saw a lot of Natan in the group stages and it didn't work out. It was a big concern for me the last time the Natan was picked up, and I do believe it was Benny QT that was picking this hero up as well, and they actually won that game. So he was able to get that power spike a lot quicker, so maybe we're looking at the mid-trio rotations coming in from Falcons AP Bren, whether or not they're going to be able to dominate that to try and shut down Benny QT before he gets that power spike.
Well, the way I see it, right, I think Natan over Moskov. Why? Yeah, it's just because Moskov laning phase, it's good. But late game, especially mid-game, Natan has more... It's not a single luck target, right? Natan has more play and as well as that extra entropy to have that outplay potential, perhaps from the side of Liquid. And
yeah.
Aurora.
Glue setup.
Really looking good for the side of TLPH, not gonna lie.
Whenever a play is being set up, a quick follow through.
Playing the Aurora versus that Trigreal. It is really played hard to play the Trigreal versus Aurora.
Well, let's see.
Oh, but it's a Roger that is free though. It is really hard to play versus Roger though. Let's see, man. Can TLPH pull this one off? Can they?
Yeah, it might just be a Roger jungle Harith in the gold lane at this point of time, right? Because again, Harith is going to have quite a lane advantage against this.
Xborg and the Moskov.
Go for the traditional Moskov. They would rather the global presence.
Yeah, with the SOD coming into the fray, maybe Falcons AP Bren, they would want...
in my opinion, it is this is looking good for TLPH. Moskov is good against Moskov really bad against Nathan. Nathan just doesn't let the Moskov play the game.
Right, he goes Implosion, is able to dish out that damage in the back line. That might be the securing point, and later on Falcons AP Bren can go in for, you know, the Moskov that can also use that with the SOD. So
Ruby?
the final pick in for Team Liquid Philippines now is going to be that Ruby. This is championship point for both of these teams, right? One last game to secure it all. How are we feeling about the drafts?
Oh, I don't know about this one because there's a lot to consider. TLPH wants to take a traditional front to back. They have a lot of playmaking capabilities, but if they don't execute perfectly, Falcons AP Bren have a really nasty counter engage and plenty of peel.
That and the AoE power, right? The Implosion, we got the last Insanity as well. Falcons AP Bren, they can technically hard raw 5v5 this going up against TLPH as well.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we have all been waiting for. After 18-16, all the matches in the world on the scoreboard, it has led up to this moment. Team Liquid have yet to lose a single match in this best of 7 throughout the entirety of this, but we do have a short technical pause and we get a little bit more time to talk about the drafts.
Man, right at the final game as well. I'm taking out my blazer. I know that this is going to be one heck of a match because, again, both sides, it's not about feinting your opponents. It's how exactly are you going to have a clean team fight, right? Because, again, if we're looking at Falcons AP Bren, as soon as we see, oh, I missed the I'm offended, the final slash did not connect, you can expect an instant flicker implosion coming out from your boy Ogwin.
Yeah, somehow it goes both ways, right? If the Implosion does not connect towards the right target, Team Liquid have all the tools in the world to counter engage. And of course, that is where Kyle Teasy here on the jungler of Falcons AP Bren needs to have the right timing, right positioning as well, because sometimes once Roger goes in, it's so hard, especially going up against Ruby, to go out of team fights.
You know, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I think this game is going to boil down to Samford and as well as FlapTZ. If FlapTZ wins out his lane and doesn't lose his Faraga armor for every neutral objective, it's going to be a problem.
And this is it. This is it. We're going into the portal, ladies and gentlemen, for the last game of the tournament. Championship points.
Oh, another pause.
But again, we have to build up the suspense. It is a classic story of how we are supposed to build the plot, right? It's a classic story of how we're supposed to build storyline. With every remarkable conclusion to an amazing story is the suspense building, and we are getting it. We are edging right now.
I'm blaming this entirely on Zipper. Entirely on Zipper. At some point, he probably tripped over the wire or something like that. Super Marco, I'm pretty sure Super Marco made the call, and the last time I saw Zipper, he was around that area.
Zipper.
Kinda sus. But it looks like once again, man, the fans are in the building right now, and I'm hearing a lot of the Filipinos actually flew out into Malaysia just to support both of these teams.
That's crazy.
It's wild. It's really wild. The dedication from these Filipino fans, and there's a good mix of Malaysian fans in there just to see this beautiful game play out between these top-tier teams.
Let's see again. Best of one, and no mistakes. So we got a rep from Indo there.
Hi.
Hello.
Mabuhay. Oh wait, that's a different language. I'm getting so confused lately.
It was an Indonesian who is in the Philippines who also supports both of these teams.
Shout out Leo.
Shout out Leo. Shout out Mara.
Oh, there she is. Actually in the building right now with the fans. Oh, hi Mara.
And Rose.
Hi Rose. All right, they're also enjoying what we're seeing so far. Oh, 4-3 Echo. Sasa Labriri. Bren.
Okay.
Does that say Bren Lang Malakas?
He literally is supporting every team possible, even those that are eliminated. That's hilarious. That's so funny. And Sanford even having a little bit of fun on his own at the side. But let's talk about his current win rates here, because on Edith, that's why we've been seeing every single time that Falcons AP Bren are on blue side, they're like, no, we're not gonna let this through.
I mean, 90% win rate, 9 out of 10 times.
Man, all these kids are playing crazily on the stage.
Sanford the Edith. Oh, it seems like there's
already. Is this it?
I mean, you can start. You can start setting it up for us.
Okay. Where was I? Right.
Sorry.
36 matches. We started off with 12 teams, and 36 matches later has finally boiled down to this point. We are in the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen, to see the tides of destiny shift. Who will it be for?
Let's see them grasp their fate here, as both teams going to be starting on the same side of the map. An early engagement here on towards JP's side. He has to take an early flicker just so that Few doesn't reposition him in a place where he can actually achieve first blood.
Yeah, I mean, Zushin and Tigrill, that is one nasty.
Bro.
That mid. Again, JP, no flicker for that first turtle. So let's see here. Okay, Ogwen, flicker himself.
Ogwen tries to make a play of his own. He's caught out in the open, but no. Thanks for the Rushin repositioning.
Oh my god, man.
He's a little late on this fight as Sanford is looking for anything back. Force the flicker away, and that's a second kill achieved by Kyle. Super Marco finds a solo onto Benny QT at the same time.
Oh my god, FCAP are going crazy this game.
They got the gold, they got the mid as well. 3 points for the side of Falcons.
Even Benny QT dies to Super Marco.
Number 2, Team Liquid, PH. Very slow start. And Falcons AP Bren, a convincing one.
Yeah, this is actually huge for Few because he got 2 assists off of that. So that means he does achieve a gleaming gem before the 2-minute mark. So he's going to have an infinite amount of sustain. Sanford underneath his try, trying to set things up as he is already distracting them, buying plenty of time against Kylan as well as Flap. He wants to maintain as much of that gold plating as possible.
Yeah, Team Liquid also do know that, yeah, Ogwen, no flicker. So there's no flicker implosion coming the first turtle. But then again, firepower-wise, do they have enough to contest this first neutral objective? Let's see though.
Oh, they're gonna pull it back and forth. Maintaining aggro here as Few is trying to zone out Sanford. He's not level 4, but Sanford is gonna get right on top of Few instantaneously as you do see the pullback on towards JP's side. Sanford does find a kill of his own, but Carl, he's trying to rush this down, finds it, but Kyle steals it away as the Spear of Alpha comes in, and even the Frigid Glacier doesn't connect on anybody. Ogwen is still turning level 4.
This is going southwest. This is going southwest for Liquid PH.
And that's a double kill for Ogwen.
2000 gold lead already, almost.
Double kill.
Right at the 3-minute mark.
And 40 falls in the bottom side of the map here. Falcons AP Bren again showing, establishing their foundation.
Not looking good for TLPH.
Objective taking that win.
Oh, and the blue gets fucking stolen.
Team Liquid, they are still punching air.
Yep, and Carl not going to get disposition by the beacon just yet. It's going to be power farming to try and catch back up. So
Wait, no. That was the alpha. My bad. Roger is on the Kyle. Like both these guys with the name TZ is kind of confusing. Okay, JP. He will just flicker out of there.
Frigid Breath does not connect just yet.
And you will get pulled.
He doesn't mind, but even Carl is trying to peel away Ogwin and as well as Kyle minimizing their damage.
Oh, Zushin is so annoying, right? I mean, you can really target off angles there. Sanji, he was at an off angle, but because of the Zushin, the reposition, man, and they need to take care
What's
of
going on?
Meanwhile, Benny, though, yeah, after that solo kill from the side of Super Marco, he has been trying to catch up from that deficit.
Yeah, I think the worst part about this is the fact
Oh.
Alpha actually used to try and steal away the gold crab on the top side. Doesn't find it just yet. 13 seconds till the next turtle spawns.
Still again, Falcons AP Bread, very healthy lead here. Let's see here, second turtle. It seems like Carl TZ is in the vicinity to try and contest. Do they have enough firepower? Let's witness.
Well, let's find out right here. Once again, JP is going to get targeted down by Fune as well as Ogwin. But at the same time, Kyle is a full level ahead. Carl looking for some positions. Implosion catches two. Sacred Hammer as well. Wait, the Frigid Glacier might just save his life.
Bruh, Trigger is crazy, man.
Flap loses his Faraga armor. And
Sanford will die as well. Sanford actually kills Pew before he dies. Oh, Super Marco! Nah, he will get out. Can they punish Ogwen though? Ogwen dies. Yeah, good. Nice Spear of Alpha. Nice one from Carl. Sanji still has the passive. Xborg will die. So will Roger though cleaning up. House. Double kill on Roger. Triple. JP, does he have ult? Nope. He will get punished now. Good. Nice one.
Oh, that
Holy shit. This is going crazy.
as well. Team Liquid Philippines, they have found success in taking Carl TZ down. But yeah, that was the recovery that they need though.
But Super Marco though is gonna push the tower for free.
To take the first structure in the game.
Technically, who really comes out on top of this, right?
Continue
to maintain their lead, not by much anymore. As TLPH, they sacrifice their structure but are able to catch back up.
See though, again, Falcons AP Bren, they are able to find the winning play after that neutral objective. So expect the last turtle here. Falcons AP Bren again playing, relying heavily on Ogwen, who is still waiting for that flicker to be online.
I mean, Ogwen has been getting some really good engages here, right? So it's about how do you counter-engage. Super Marco now has the golden staff to make things work for himself, but 13 more seconds until we see the final turtle of the game.
See here, Team Liquid again looking for a fight, perhaps not playing here. Maybe that's the play.
Oh, Super Marco, Ogwen is gonna get the pull onto 2. Pew comes in, JP will also get killed. Very nice play from Epi. But on the bottom side, they're gonna punish Clap. That's like 2 for 1.
3v4 by turtle side.
Oh, Team Liquid, no power here to contest, and yeah, they will concede.
Oh my god, Roger gets hit, and Carl will die.
Carl, he's already down for the count.
So will Sanford will die now. Okay, no. Sanford flickers out onto the under the tower. But yeah, Kyle is just farming like crazy. Kyle is also like level 10, 1-4. Onto Kyle though, it's 4-1. It's 4-2 actually.
Are playing so good right now. Every single adaptation we see from the side of TLPH is instantly counteracted in the following objective. Let's look at the items and see the progression.
Item-wise here, power spike already, well, almost for Super Marco, right? One item will have Moskov to be really proactive. Meanwhile, for the Natan, maybe the Holy Crystal needs to be activated before Team Liquid can really be proactive around the map. And Benny, though, let's keep in mind, right? Team Liquid, they can drag this game out. The later the stages, Benny can shred down the Lord defensively or offensively.
Yeah, I think they need to make sure they hit all their key abilities, right? A lot of these fights just came down to, oh, Sanji ended up missing a fresh's breath. Oh, the engagement coming in from the Sanford's final slash didn't catch enough targets. It really comes down to teamfight prowess between these two top squads.
And Falcons AP Brand, they are still controlling the map and economy. Ogwen providing very important information that Natan is in the bottom side of the map.
Yep.
Falcons AP Brand, I don't think they will pull the trigger just yet, though.
Probably not. There's no reason to until the next neutral objective spawns. The first Lord of the game coming in 13 seconds. So far, Carl is still a full level down on Kyle.
Again, Flicker Implosion is in the artillery for Falcons AP Bren. Though, I'm offended. Flicker, just Downrod, Wolf King as well for the side of JP is there. So, counterplay, there is some counterplay for the side of Team Liquid.
Yep, and TLPH, they're opting to go, wait, they want to take position over this Lord because Yushin has been such a pain once Falcons AP Bren are hunkering down by the Lord pit. But at the same time, we do notice that Super Marco is actually getting a pretty good split on the bottom side of the map, forcing Sanford to stick underneath his turret.
Yeah, utilizing this Moskov. Again, just he knows how to play this Moskov perfectly.
Benny is being given the buffs now, huh?
To use and commit the SOD. Now the Lord is
Yeah, Benny is being given the buffs. Let's see.
But they're taking it very slow. They're in no rush to take the neutral objective.
Benny is the same level as Super Marco. Carl is also almost the same level as Kyle. They're not that behind.
Very aggressive, looking for an opportunity to break that Faraga armor off of flat.
Super Marco though, bro, like constantly split pushing for free.
They're just forced to push back.
Yeah, Moskov claiming another inner there. TLPH concedes and sacrifice another turret bottom side because of the for the space of the Lord, which is technically still 50-50.
Yup, multiple meter as well. Oh, JP actually finding the initial pull. Last Insanity is going to chunk off all the members.
Ogwen, Sanji will get Ogwen, but all the damage dealers are dying on the side of TLPH. Kyle is still there.
A double for Kyle. It's a 3-for-3 trade.
And Sanji here still standing as both are respected.
Carl is always getting killed. Meanwhile, like Roger can survive.
Does not have enough resources to style.
Stanford will die. Okay, he still had the passive, but he still chooses to flicker, I guess.
They're a little too low to actually commit to the
Sanji.
quite a bit in this current patch. And TLPH, they're going to have to go for a full reset.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate, right? For the side of Sanford there, he wants to provide vision and pressure, but Kyle TZ was just Johnny on the spot and claiming that kill. Now they have an advantage in this Lord take.
Yep, they know a majority of the battle spells from TLPH is out. They're going to start blitzing this down because Carl is a full level down onto Kyle. He's going to try for the steal though. Spear of Alpha doesn't commit all the way through. Kyle does find it, and the Sacred Hammer, making sure that Carl cannot get out of there, especially when Jushin has set her eyes on you.
Yeah, the gamble didn't pay off here for Carl TZ. Falcons AP Bren, they will build a lead off of this, right? Mid-tier 1 will fall. Benny here will not be able to defend.
Slap, those still have the immortality.
Falcons AP Bren with this Lord push. Yeah, there will be more structures targeted by Falcons AP.
My head is hurting me, guys.
Very minimal overall. What we're seeing here is the big difference in terms of battle spells, right? A majority, based on what we are seeing, there are just more flickers on the side of TLPH, and if they use those flickers, they have to wait longer in comparison to the two Purifies from both Few and Super Marco.
That is going to be very, very tough here for Team Liquid. Well, technically, right? I mean, they're okay if Natan, if Benny is still alive. So now what they do is they need to treat Benny like that it's their president.
Gotta protect the president. Oh, Sanford tries for the flicker, but Super Marco gets out of there just in time. Great reactions from FCAP.
Yeah, I don't think Team Liquid mind here sacrificing another mid-tier 2. As long as the base surge stands, yeah, they'll take it.
Oh, Benny QT not popping the entropy, and now we see the implosion. Sacred Hammer's gonna push him back. JP forced the flicker away, and Sanford tries his best. Last Insanity as well. Bridge of Breath actually connects. Kyle finds Sanford instantaneously, and now Benny QT looking to clap back. Doesn't find any kills whatsoever. Flap flickers away. Super Marco with a Purified. Great stuff from Falcons AP Bren.
Yeah, very good coordination displayed by Falcons AP Bren. 40 was the sole casualty in the top lane. Base turret very weak. So Team Liquid, technically, 3 base turret still stands. Natan is okay. All they need to do is just defend. Because as of yet, Benny QT, he's still fine, right? I mean, take a look at the items. Already full item as well. So yeah, power spike is there. Counterplay is there. If Falcons AP Bren gets complacent, Team Liquid will be ready to punish.
I totally agree with you, because Falcons AP Bren, the biggest difference that we're seeing here is the farm speed of Kyle, right? He's been able to outlevel Carl for the majority of the game, but soon the EXP is going to start evening out once we start hitting max level, which is level 15.
Take a look at Ogwen's item, right? With the Tie Grill, bleeding time. He wants to spam to the implosion. He wants some more play, potential play. That might be the move. That might be the item that can make Team Liquid doubt whenever they want to engage, right? Because of the cooldown reduction, there will be more enablers for Falcons AP Bren.
Yeah, and because of the structural damage in the earlier stage of the game, Falcons AP Bren, look at that. They got a split push up on that top side with that Moskov, and they're pulling TLPH apart. The longer they wait around this Lord, the more opportunity Falcons AP Bren can go for this back door. They send Sanford back. The conceal comes from Owen, looking and fishing for anybody. Hailstorm is going to stop, but now JP into the... Oh, wait, actually, he gets pulled back.
What the fuck was that from JP?
Insanity is gonna zone out Benny QT despite the entry.
What the fuck was that from JP, man? Nah, Carl, you cannot go in. There's a Roger.
Like it pounds for a double onto Carl. He's but Winds of Nature keeps him alive. Sanford forced the flicker away as Fuse says no.
Oh my god, Super Marco.
Oh, the final slash pushing the minions underneath the tower was a very...
Might actually be it, guys. Might actually be it. This is a 5v2.
No minions, luckily. But Team
Roger is doing the Lord. He can do the Lord solo at this point, I think. Yeah, he has enough HP regen.
So Team Liquid, they are on full defense, and with the resources that they have now, comparing Falcons AP Bren, I gotta be...
Bro, like, I told you guys. I fucking told you guys, did I not? Whichever the fucking side gets Roger, that side wins. I know my game too well, bro. I know my game. I know the fucking game I play too well. Like, you cannot let Roger be. Roger has to be banned out. He's too strong.
To shred this Lord down.
Roger is stronger than Ling. Roger is stronger. Like, Roger literally fucking kills the Ling. Roger is stronger than Ling. Also, Roger is stronger than Fanny. Roger is stronger than Hayabusa. Another fucking amazing implosion from Ogwen. This is game. Man, Ogwen though, man. Fucking pulling everybody out of the base with that bullshit. Yeah. Ben is still.
The minions are already gone. The second wave is here.
This is it. This game. Congratulations to Falcons AP Bren. This game. Benny. Nah, this is it. Told you guys. Yup. Whichever the fucking side that gets Roger, that side wins. As simple as that.
They took down Fnatic Onyx. They took down...
Well done. Congrats to AP Bren, I guess. This is gonna be it for me, guys. Good night, man. I need to sleep now. I mean, I won't be able to sleep before I eat, but yeah. So this is gonna be it for me, guys, for the stream. Thanks a lot for joining. I will see you guys soon enough, I hope. Bye, guys.
The saying that what goes up must come down.
like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream